We'll stand by at this time. All right, before we go to the national anthem and everything else, let's announce the teams that are coming out. You got Taos High School. Their head coach, Johnny O'Dean. Assistant coaches, Andy Miera, Richard Sanchez, Dante Urria, Jojo Valdez, their statistician, Christian Budd, Jeremiah Burke, and Ramon Abreu. Starting lineup, this is the offense for Taos. Number 5, Alejandro Ortega, wide receiver. Number 6, Eli Lucero, outside linebacker, running back. Evan Salazar, a 4-year starter. Number 7, quarterback. Javier Duran, number 10, wide receiver. Number 11, Roman, the sniper, Quintana, wide receiver. Number 15, David Vargas, wide receiver. Number 40, Samuel Vigil, fullback linebacker. His father's out there, Steve. I thought you said he was 35, but he got him here, 40 down here. Number 50, Reggie Suazo, running back. Number 52, Idris Bilal, all right, outside lineman, offensive lineman. Number 55, Miguel Martinez, defensive line, offensive line. All right, number 67, Moses Archuleta, offensive line. Number 70, Saul Hernandez, tackle. And number 77, Evan Winters. Okay, that's your Taos lineup, your offense. We'll keep you posted as we go along. And now, for your Sun Devils, head coach, Caleb Holbrook. Assistant coaches, Ernest Aragon, Julian Trujillo, and Mark Ledoux. Offensive starters for Española. Number 1, Benny Trujillo. Number 3, Santiago Trujillo. Number 4, Michael Maestas. Number 5, Irvin Primero, quarterback. He leads the state in most passing yards. Irvin Primero. And number 7, Cody Cofin. He leads the state in yards received. So you got 2 top-notch athletes for Española. Number 6, you got Cody Trujillo. Number 52, Nicolas Martinez. Number 33, Dylan Sandoval. Number 63, Zeke Westfall. Number 65, Cameron Gwynn. Number 68, Mateo Maldonado. Number 82, Leonard Martinez. And coming in off the bench will be number 15, Isaiah Gallegos, backup quarterback. So there you go. Those are your starters for offense for both teams. All right, let's get ready for this game. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be hot. All right, like I mentioned a while ago, we got Dean Archuleta in here with me, and we did a bang-up job in Bernalillo. You know, I'm one to brag. I'm like, why not? You know, it's always great when you have somebody working with you, and you know, we worked well together last week, and I watched the YouTube afterwards, and I said, wait a minute, yeah, that looks good. Maybe we should do it again. And I kept calling him and telling him, hey, let's go, let's do it. And finally, he tells me he's coming up, and here he is, Dean Archuleta.
Welcome to be here and here at Sun Devil Stadium. Haven't been here in quite a while, so beautiful field. Glad to be here calling another game with you, Coach.
Yeah, you have a pretty interesting nickname, Orange Crush. You want to explain that?
Yeah, I'm a huge Denver Bronco fan, and when fantasy football came out, that was my name for years, was Orange Crush for the 70s defense. And when Facebook started, I just said, I'm messing around one day at work. I just put my name as Orange Crush, and then eventually they made me put a front name, you know, since it was legal. So I became Dean Orange Crush Archuleta. So there's a lot of people like, hey, you're that Orange Crush guy. And I'm like, well, kind of. So, no, but yeah, awesome. It all stemmed from fantasy football.
Well, you're in good company over here because our scorekeeper right here, he's a wrestling official. He was a wrestling coach for many years, Aaron Salinas. You know, he's Denver to the max, all right? He lived in Denver for quite a few years with his family and stuff before they moved down. He was born in Denver.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I just came down from Denver Monday night, so went to the Monday night game.
You know, the thing is like, I'm on a bull and I have to bet against the Broncos on this one, man, because the Eagles are going to lose up.
I like our defense. So it's going to be a smash-mouth football. Vic Fangio is going to bring it for us, and I think Vance Joseph and Sean Payne are going to have a good chess match with them. I believe I'm going to say like 2017, 24, 21, we're going to win it. That's my prediction.
All right, man. That's awesome. Hey, and going into tonight's game, off what you professional-wise and everything else like that too, you've seen maybe Española play. Have you seen Taos play?
I have not seen Taos play. I saw some of their highlights on the Max Preps website, and they look fast. They don't have much height, but they do look very fast. They have a lot of sweeps to the outside or whatever from what I did see, and look like they can have some speed. What I'm hoping to see tonight, that Primero Cofin combination, because of their height. We've seen a little bit towards the end of last week's game how they got a little bit of a rhythm there in that fourth quarter, and I hope they establish that early, especially with the height that they have, 6'3". There's nobody over 6 foot on the Taos roster, so they need to exploit that early.
Yeah, right. And the last time I coached was 2 years ago, and these seniors in Taos, I thought they were going to be a breakout team that was going to be, challenging for a state championship and stuff like that too. But that's not the point. Somehow things just fell around. Their skill guys are awesome, and they should have. Evan Salazar, the quarterback's a 4-year starter, and before him was a 4-year starter, Damon Ely. So they're going to air the ball. They're going to air the ball a lot, and Salazar's not afraid to run. He will run that ball. He's not a pocket quarterback. He will take it. And here we go. Here come the Sun Devils. Let's get ready. Sun Devils approaching their little Sun Devil chute that they just purchased, which is, you got a winning team. You get all the perks and you get all the good fancy stuff, but you still got to prove yourself. So they'll do it. This is automatic. Welcome to Sun Devil Stadium in the beautiful Española Valley for tonight's district football game between our guests, the Taos High School Tigers, and your Española Valley High School Sun Devils! In keeping with the positive nature of this interscholastic event, we are all reminded that we have a tremendous responsibility to practice good sportsmanship and to be positive role models this evening. The schools participating in this event are members of the New Mexico Activities Association, which have adopted the Compete with Class Sportsman's Initiative, a strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and the sportsmanship ideals of respect, integrity. They are all responsibilities that are vital to this activity's success. Judgment calls by coaches, officials, and athletes are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can be supported by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments. We ask that you enjoy the game in a positive manner. Today's officials: referee Kurt Temple, umpire Cale Beard, linesman Matty Montoya, line judge Gerald Cisneros, and back judge Victor Ramirez. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps unless you are a veteran and render proper salute while you direct your attention to the flag on the north corner of the field by the scoreboard. To honor our country's men and women serving in uniform around the world, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. All right, like they say in baseball, play ball.
Play ball.
All right. Now let's get into business. We got two. Here we go. The captains for Española, number 5, Ruben Primero. Number 4, Michael Maestas. Number 30, Dylan Sandoval. And number 7, Cody Cofin. On the Taos side, you got number 7, which is Evan Salazar. I can't see the other ones.
We got 50, 11, and I believe number 70.
All right, Evan and Roman Quintana, number 11. All right, that's a good combination, just like Primero Cofin, so watch out.
Remember on this one, you guys are done talking, but you're not going to talk to him. This right here, remember? What's up? You guys are not talking, just hit these 2 buttons right there. Because I already have the audio set pretty much on the level for the output, so just hit these 2 to kind of hit the brakes. Okay. Yes, sir. Nice to meet you. Yeah, that's it. You hit those, and you guys, right now you guys are live talking.
Taos wins the toss, they defer. So Taos will be kicking off. Española will be receiving. Yeah, okay.
We are live.
Taos won the toss, they deferred. They're going to be kicking off, so they'll get the ball back in the second half. Number 50, that was Reggie Suazo. Okay, I remember him as a running back. Number 30 back in the day.
I wasn't able here to get here early enough. How was the warm-up situation looking for the kicking teams on either side? Were you able to get a good view?
Taos looks like they have a real good kicker, man. He launches it. And Nick Jones, I think he used to be a soccer. Well, actually, he plays both soccer and football at the same time. So look for some good, strong kicking. And then he's got the wind against him.
Yeah,
So
looks like he'll be cooking into the wind.
So fourth quarter, it was all just a matter of planning. You know, you get the fourth quarter win behind you, and it could come down to a field goal.
The key for Taos is being on the road is keeping it close, trying to stay in the game in the fourth quarter. You got to give yourself a chance. I was talking to assistant coach Jesus Herrera earlier, and he said that they haven't played a full game all season long, and that's a key for them to victory. And for Española, I think their key to victory is a fast start.
All right, back to receive for the Sundevils. You got number 1, Benny Trujillo, and number 4, Michael Maestas. Kicking for the Taos Tigers, number 17, Nick Jones. Here we go. A decent kick all the way down to the 15. Taking at the 15 all the way past the 20 to the 30. Up the middle. Finally taken down at the 38, 39-yard line. So Española will take a first down and 10 on the 38-yard line.
That's the exact start you want to have on your home field after a loss that you had last week in Bernalillo. That's the perfect start you want. A good, clean reception and go straight up the gut.
Española takes over first and 10 on the 38-yard line. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got Primero in the backfield. Just a basic split right. All right, handoff. All right, they're trying to establish a run game, and so far, That's a gain of a couple of yards up the middle. All right, they had the handoff to
Number 3, Santiago Trujillo.
Santiago Trujillo. All right. Handoff to number 3, Santiago Trujillo, gaining a couple of yards. Going to be second down and 7. 6. There we go again. They're in that spread formation. You know, they're not really sprinting too much. All right, they got trips towards the short end of the field. The single isolated back, which is Kofin, and you know, Primero to Kofin, they're 1 and 2. Oh, flag! Somebody moved too early.
Looked like that whole right side of the wide receiving team left early. Taos is set up in a 4-4 defense.
That's going to be outside on Taos. So instead of them moving too early, it was Taos lined up in the wrong area. So that's going to put him second down and short 2 yards. 2nd and 2. Ball's all the way up on the 48-yard line. So yeah, so far. Yeah, I just got a visit from Ray Romero Sr., the head basketball coach here at Española Valley. He's got the concession stand, so there's good food coming up. The only bad thing about Española is that being a broadcaster, you've got that sun in your eyes. You can't see a lot of stuff good times.
There's a combination she called out. Kofin, the first down with a gain of 5 yards, a nice little pitch and catch.
Reception, Primero to Kofin, 5 yards. That brings them first down. So they're in Tiger territory right now. Ball's on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Española Valley. So sorry about that. I got 2 jobs to do. So when I got a call out like that, I'll mute my thing, and you can still keep talking. So that's what makes this good. This makes it great. Before I had to go all over the place.
You were here talking about yourself.
Right. All right, got twins formation. Single back in the back. All right, it's going to be a handoff over the middle, and he's got some hole. He's broke that front yard. All right, Benny Trujillo.
Number 11 from Taos.
Handoff to Trujillo in the backfield, picking up 5 yards. So that'll be a 2nd and 5.
Roman Quintana with a nice stop. He's probably the last man to beat before he got into the red zone there.
Tackle Roman Quintana, the sniper. All right, let's see how much of an attitude he can do right now. Yeah, I know these kids, you know, like I was coaching them, so I got nicknames for them and stuff like that too. And sure enough, you saw Roman over there waving at me like, yeah, right, coach. Let's make it fun. What the heck, man? Here's a different formation right now. They got twin backs in a spread formation, twins on the outside. And there it is, cross. And he gives it to Trujillo. And this is something we haven't seen. Española running like they are.
That was a nice design play to the left there, and that was a big first down.
That was a 10 on the 33-yard line.
Last week we didn't see him much run at all in that first half, other than a big 40-yard play in the first part of that first Bernalillo game, and then from there they tried to air it out, and that was a good, nice run blocking play right there. They got set up.
Pretty much. I talked to Coach Colebrook before the game, and he said he's going to try and establish a running game, which a lot of teams aren't scouting against. They want to see him pass. Same formation. And it's hand off to the other side. Okay. And they are gaining some yardage. That defensive line is not putting in any pressure. So, all right, run over the middle. That brings it down to 2nd down and a short 4 yards. That pickup was 6. Pickup of 6. You know, yeah, this will be awesome. Just when Taos is going to start setting up for the run, they're going to throw a pass on him or do something. Because right now they're in trips formation, trips left.
They got single coverage with Kofin on the far left side of the field here, and that's what they were lined up, and they made 2 spectacular plays. Oh!
All right, pass out to Santiago Trujillo. P-tripped. All right, incomplete pass to Trujillo. That'll bring it up to
I'm guessing he lost that in the sun the way he went down to his knee. He pretty much couldn't see that full ball the way he went down.
Yeah, and yeah, that is the Española curse right there. That sunshine coming in from the west side setting.
If I'm not mistaken, at some point in time was the stadium on the other side, and this was the visitor bench at some point in time.
No, it's always been this way.
Okay.
But the press box was up the hill.
Oh, that's okay. That's what makes this different when I walked up today.
It was further up. Are they saying a forward pass? Was that a forward pass fumble?
Yep.
I guess, ladies and gentlemen, that must have been a lateral fumble, which will be first down and 10 for Taos. So it was a lateral pass because it was behind. That's kind of weird, you know.
From our vantage here, it looked like a little bit forward, but that line judge must have saw a little bit differently, and the Taos guy did pick it up. It's a smart play on that kid from Taos. I didn't catch the number too.
Yeah, just lie down and in center quarter. That's okay. Here we go. Oh my, Dylan Sandoval, number 33, just racked him. Taos first and 10. He was met by Dylan Sandoval on the front right there. Didn't get maybe 1 yard. That was the 2nd and 9 for Taos Tigers.
And this is what happened to Española last in the first half. Turnovers killed them. I hope they can put a Band-Aid on that, you know, stop that from happening, continue on in this game.
I hope so too, you know, because it's a game of attrition. Whoever gets the most turnovers, the positive side, is going to win the game. You know, 9 times out of 10, there's always that one where it just doesn't go that way. All right, Taos set up in that split running back formation, twins outside. And it's a handoff to the outside, and that's Eli. He's a short guy, but he's tough. You know, I've seen Eli grow up from an 8th grader all the way to where he is right now. Eli Lucero, taking it for a few yards up the mat. So that's still going to be 3rd down in the short 4 yards. So
they're not huddling up. They got their play that they like, quick formation. Let's see what they got going here.
There is. Oh man, that was a quick.
That was a quick strike to number 5.
Pass over the middle from
Alejandro Ortega.
To Ortega. It's going to be first down, knocking on midfield.
Read pass option. He took it right away from him. It was open.
And that's the experience of Salazar, you know, being a 4-year quarterback. He makes it look and confuses a lot of defenses because they went after the run and all he did was just pop up over the middle, which, hey. So we're 1st and 10, right at the 47-yard line. Handoff over the middle. Gaining still on his feet, gaining yards.
Both teams are seeing early success here, running up the middle.
That'll be with a pickup of 7. That'll be 2nd down and 3. Yeah, you know, both teams right now is trying to establish a run, so when they do have to pass, they'll actually be more comfortable with it. And the running game is wearing down the clock, which is, hey, that's what you want. And there you go, now they run over the middle. Who's going to have the better running game, Taos or
Number 35 with those high knees, getting another first down.
Number 35 is not a thing.
He's not on our roster, is he?
All right, we got number 35 over the middle, gaining the first down. 1st and 10 for the Taos Tigers on the 37-yard line. There we go. Oh, little bit of handoff situation there. Same thing, running back, but there could have been a fatal mistake.
He held on to it, though. That's the key.
That's right. All right, handoff over the middle, gaining of a couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 7, gain up 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
They're chewing through this clock here in this first quarter. It's already down to 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Both teams have only had their first possession one time, so let's see if either one of these teams could punch it in for 6.
It looks like Taos is bringing in a lot of their skill guys, a lot of receivers, so I wouldn't doubt if there would be a pass coming out of this one right now. And yeah, they go into the slot formation. They got 2 slots on the right side, but handoff, trick play, all right. Fool me once, fool me twice.
that right side of the line, they're getting a big push. You look at their offensive linemen, they're 10 yards down the field. They're getting a good push up front.
It's going to be third and a short 2 yards. 3rd and 2 for Taos. Yeah, I hear what you're saying right now. Española's defense went, caught him in the backfield. Leonard Martinez.
That was like a 5-yard loss. That was a good play by that front defensive tackle.
First initial contact by number 45, Colt. Number 45, Herrera, Colt 45. Looks like Taos is between the run-pass option and the triple option. You know, they're really confusing Española. Española's come down to a regular straight.
They're going for it on 4th down.
And they stack the box. And it's close.
It looks like he's going to be a couple inches short. It's going to be a huge stop for Española. We're going to probably see the chain gang come out for a measurement.
It's close, ladies and gentlemen, but the head official is claiming that it's going to be Española's ball. Taos did not make it on 4th and short. 4th and short, Taos did not make the first down. Española's defense, they had everybody in the box expecting run. So they held their ground.
That was as good as a turnover, so it's pretty much matched up for the first quarter here.
3 minutes and 33 seconds and no score, but they're chewing up a lot of yardage. Okay, Española trips left, trips right. Got Cofina isolated, he's over the middle. Primero scrambling, rolling out, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Alejandro Ortega, number 5 with the big stick. Gain of 1.
2nd down and 9.
Primero took some big shots last week. It's good to see him back in action.
I think he wants a starting job. You know, I talked to Coach, and Coach was like, you know, well, he's been not running on all cylinders. So if I put in a freshman quarterback, maybe that'll make him want to play a little harder. And it looks like so far. And you got to do that once in a while as a head coach. You got to light the fire under their feet and tell them, well, hey, you can easily be replaced. And that was a pass over the outside and incomplete. Pass from Primero to Cody Trujillo, incomplete. So that'll bring it 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9. You know, they're bringing out the passing game now, but they can't seem to find that one connection. And I still say isolate Cofina on the outside against one of the shorter cornerbacks, and just, you know, a simple slant. The middle, the linebackers are playing in too close, so.
Pitch and catch, that's all it is. Pitch and catch.
Short yardage. Your short game is what's going to win you or break you. You can't have that 30, 40-yard pass like Elway back in the day, or Aikman or some of these other quarterbacks. You know, you got to stick to something that's going to give you something back in return. Up. They tried to do a counter up in the front and got stopped short.
Number 52 with the stop.
Down with the run over the middle, no yards gained. So it's 4th and 10 right now. I don't see the kicker there so far. Oh yeah, number 8. Looks like Española's going to punt. Number 8, Ariel Quintana's out to kick.
Wasn't the best possession there for Española. They got the clock after the big stop on 4th down.
Receiving in the back is going to be number 11, Roman Quintana, the sniper. All right, here we go. Punter's out. And this center's been a good snapper. He's, I guess I talked too soon. Illegal motion, Española. Got a penalty against Española, illegal motion. That's going to bring it to 4th and 15. Still in the same position. Ariel Quintana kicking. Roman Quintana on the back to receive for the Tigers.
Taos is going to end up with excellent field position here.
If I were Coach Olguin, I'd be over there licking my chops like, oh man, what am I going to do now?
Another low snap.
And there he is at midfield, right at the 50. He's on his horse. He's going to the outside. He's got some room. There's a flag, and usually there's a flag. That's maybe an illegal block, but we'll see. Quintana received the ball, got about 15 yards, but there's a flag on the play. There's a flag.
It's going to bring him back with hold. From the body language, it looks on the Taos side like number 10.
Taos, that's going to bring him back 15 yards.
Xavier Duran with the call. Looks like they got him.
All right. Javier Duran. All right. He got caught with holding. And he's one of the more experienced personnel on this. I've seen him since he was an 8th grader. All right, Taos coming out of the break. Taos in the spread formation with twin setbacks. Tigers, let's see, Española's in the 3-3 stack again.
Showing blitz on the defense, and it goes right up the middle.
And a pass, quick full out to the outside, overthrown Evan Salazar. Pass to the outside, Salazar to the outside, it's incomplete. That'll mean it's 2nd and 10. Not a bad play call, it just wasn't executed right. Española with that 3-3 stack, they got the linebackers practically blitzing every single time that they come out.
Number 82 from Española, Leonard Martinez, he stepped up there.
Oh no, Leonard's one of their top dogs. He's been around for the last 5 years.
He showed flashes of greatness last week, and I think he did it again, and that's why the quarterback got it out pretty early.
And here we go, just quick handoff over the middle, just to gain some yards. Quick handoff over the middle, gain 5 yards. It's still going to be 3rd down and 5. Yeah, we mentioned Leonard Martinez a while ago, and he's one of the top offensive players from last year. He was actually a running back in that wishbone and the power eye and everything else. We got a Tiger who's down. Number 77.
Number 82 was a running back last year.
He was.
He is probably the tallest guy on the field right now.
Yeah. Well, we got an injury timeout right now. Limping off the field, number 77, Evan Winters. Hopefully he gets better and come back and play another game. So let's give that young man a big hand. Number 77, Evan Winters. Yeah, Leonard Martinez, he's an original lineman because of his size and everything else. But with the wishbone attack and the power eye that Wilder had last year, he was just an awesome. You just eat the yardage and burn the clock. We got close to a minute left in the first quarter. Taos lined up in that split formation. They give it to number 6. He's up and taken back.
82 calling his number again.
Handoff over the middle. Stop at the line of scrimmage by Leonard Martinez. Leonard Martinez, yeah, he's one of their better players. He's on defense. He's one of those kind of linebackers, defensive ends that you want on your side. And then he can run the ball at the same time, so.
Like a Lobo position, Brian Urlacher.
You got it. You got it. You need short yardage, give it to 82. Give it to Leonard Martinez.
Yeah, that fourth quarter, he had a big part of that. Those 2 scoring drives on offense and defense there.
Last 30 seconds. Let's see. This might be the last play of the first quarter. Quarterback keep. Evan Salazar gets his own number. He's the 1st down. Still on his feet. Past midfield all the way down to the 37-yard line. Oh, flag. That's a late one, so that's usually a sportsman-like. All right, good pickup, Evan Salazar. Takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line, 38-yard line. There is a flag on the play. Came in late.
Looks like they give him unsportsmanlike conduct on the quarterback.
I think so,
They're backing up, but I think the 1st down will stand.
All right, personal foul. All right, personal foul against Taos. All that yardage picked up after the place is going to be where the ball was down. And they're going to bring it back for the yardage.
That was a nice draw design play, though. He went right up the middle. They got good push because they seen that they were crashing. Those defensive ends were crashing, and they just went right up the gut with it, and it was wide open. These plays always make me laugh because you get a 12, 15-yard first down, but then it's a 15-yard penalty. So that's like, okay, we gained 15, but we're going to move them back 3 yards or halfway. So let's see where they finally spot the ball.
So that's first and 15. 25. First down to 25 for the Tigers. Ball is on the 47-yard line. So yeah, all that.
Just to be in the same spot.
Right. But you did get first down. All right. Salazar handoff to Lucero, the middle. All right, after over the middle.
To Eli Lucero.
Eli Lucero. Another flag. Holding. All right, called holding on Taos. That's going to drop him back even further, another 10 yards. That's going to be first down at 35. Wow, dig yourself a hole.
First and 35.
10 seconds left in the first quarter.
So, Coach, what would you draw up for first and 35? Would you do a nice little drop play, swing play? What would you try to do to get positive yardage here at midfield?
Just try to get him back to midfield and make it, worthy. I'd probably an outside screen or something like that, Have him thinking that you're going up the middle, but just a short screen to the outside, get as much yards as you can. Because Española's sending everybody in the middle, so your outsides are kind of weak. And there it is.
It's wide open, but overthrown.
All right, pass to the outside to Roman Quintana. Incomplete. That brings it to second and 35.
He got him at the stutter step, and he had him wide open, but he just overthrew him just outside that boundary of them. But you got to be able to keep those throws inbounds, give your wide receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
And like you mentioned last week, it's not about underthrowing; it's overthrowing a lot of times. So, second down, 35. Something simple. Get 5-10 yards at a time and make it, even if you have to punt.
Here comes 82 on the blitz. And once again, too much pressure. Thrown in out of bounds, number 11.
Salazar throws to the outside, incomplete. So that'll bring it down to third down and 35. Yeah, the receiver's getting open. It's just that he's not connecting. And that's not a good thing, because you got to be able to make those completes. Yeah, it looks like we have a timeout. Oh, end of quarter. Wow. Look at me not paying attention. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first quarter with the score on the board. Española Valley High School 0, Taos Tigers 0. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. Let's hear it for the cheerleaders on the goal. Let's go cheerleaders. So here we go, first quarter of, ifs and whats and everything else, a lot of positives. But with the positives came a lot of negatives, penalties, turnovers. Either team's got to really settle down, straighten their act out.
It's probably a little bit of districts, a little bit of trash talking, a little bit of nerves. That both teams are in must-win situations to keep pace to make that state tournament, right?
They are in a must-win situation right now. I think even if one of these teams does lose, that they might still have a chance. Because they're both ranked number 9 and number 10 in max preps. Coaches don't give them credit, but max preps does. Strength of schedule and everything else. So yeah, they are two great teams, and I wouldn't doubt, even with the records, they might make the playoffs.
I like your point where you say that. Sometimes these coaches polls, they only look at records. They only look at, they don't see the scores or anything. But here we go, start of the second quarter.
Gonna take it. Nope.
Off the fingertips of number 10.
Pass over the side, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
If he would have brought that in, he would have had a big play. Might have been a little short of the first down, but it might have put him at a chance of 4th and 5 if they would have converted that, but right off the fingertips.
Javi Duran. He's playing on the heels of his brother. I forgot his brother's name, but his brother was a really good wide receiver. And Javi actually was trying out for quarterback, so a big change for that position right there. We got Michael Maestas. Steady to receive for Española. Michael Maestas in the backfield. I think. Yeah.
It's a booming kick.
That was an awesome kick with the win. Oh, no, guy.
Oh.
What are you doing? The kick was all the way down to the goal line, but at first they called it a touchback. And now, let's see what they're going to call. Either he downed it on the 1-yard line or he was in the end zone.
So he picked it up from the 2 or 3 year line. He took a step back to get his footing to see where he was going to go. And once he stepped in the end zone, the ref blew it dead. I'm not sure what this high school rule book was, but that might have been a blessing in disguise because he didn't have much room.
No.
Taos was on there, but what a booming kick. Even with the fact that they got the ball as a touchback, that was a good 45-yard kick. You know, got that good bounce.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm gonna have to brush up on my high school rule book for some of these games because some of these kickoffs and touchbacks has me baffled.
What's crazy is that they keep changing rules every year. So,
Oh, number 5 with almost the interception.
And we got Isaiah Gallegos who came in for a play, setting off to the side, incomplete pass. So we got Isaiah Gallegos at quarterback position at this time. So the freshman, is going to get a little bit of love this second quarter. I coach his dad, and his dad was a tough guy. He was quarterback and pitcher in baseball. So I know that it runs in the family. The genetics are there. There goes Española, comes out. Twins, single back setup. Taos running the 4-3 defense. And there it is. Handoff over the middle. It's going nowhere. Taos is just settling down right now. And
big number 7, Saul Hernandez with the big tackle for the loss.
He's my dog now. Handoff over the middle. No place to go. Lost a couple of yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12.
That's a textbook tackle. That's exactly what you want from your defensive end right there.
And I can say I taught him that. No. He was a freshman. He was a sophomore when I left Taos. So yeah, I'm sure he still remembers the way I trained him and stuff. So
hey, I could actually see you guys, the rest of the guys in the booth now. If the sun's not blinding me, I can see you guys.
No, when the sun goes down, this is a perfect place to be. It's like, man, night and day.
Oh, what a pretty pass.
Gallegos back to pass, throws incomplete. Got a big 4th down. 4th down and 12.
Wide receiver wasn't expecting it, I don't think, that quick. Either the cornerback either went off his face mask.
That was a good arm. That was a good hard pass. It should have been caught.
Looked like a shortstop rifling it over to first base.
Yeah.
Taos once again should end up with excellent field position.
I know, and they shoot themselves in the foot, which, they got to settle down. Española back to kick, but receiving the ball for the Tigers, Roman Quintana.
Let's hope for a decent
Okay, not
snap.
a bad snap, not a good one, but not a bad one. And then it's going to bounce. And we call it Peter. I mean, stay away. But they finally down it.
Poison,
yeah, around the 46. Ball kicked up to the 46-yard line. Taos Tigers will take 1st and 10 on the 46. Española defense back on the field. With the score 0-0, 10 minutes, 36 seconds. It's a game of cat and mouse.
A lot of nerves, it seems like trying to figure out, should we establish the run, should we establish the pass? Both teams seem pretty fired up, So that's good. Good matchup. Glad to see this.
All right. Taos set up in the triple option with the two slot backs on the other side. Let's see if they just give a handoff over the middle or if they throw a pass. Now, roll out to the side, wide open. It's a roll out to the side, pass to the outside. Did you hold on to it long enough?
That should be it. That's a catch.
They're calling it a catch. So, it'll be 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
35-yard gain.
Wow. All right, got a whistle. We got a whistle on the play. Timeout, Española after that catch. With 10 minutes, 24 seconds left on the clock. Española Valley High School, Sundevils 0, Taos Tigers 0.
That was a beautiful throw by Evan Salazar. He led his wide receiver.
Go ahead.
Beautiful.
All right, coming up here soon, we got the 4th annual Española Valley Youth Basketball Camp. Sunday, October 12th, 2 to 5 p.m. Sunday, October 19th, 2 to 5 p.m. Hosted by 2025 2-4A Champs, Española Valley High School Ladies Sun Devils program. Head coach, Ray Romero Sr. And they are hosting the concession stand tonight. So if you need something to eat or something, northeast corner of the stadium. Ages 6 to 14. The cost will cost you $70. All right. Thank you, Mr. Salinas. I'm like, you know, I got all this information in front of me. I'm reading it, but then I forget something, and he points it out. So, yeah. It's good to have a good team like this up in the booth. You know, you can have a team on the field, and you can have a team up in the booth, and I think we'll make a good team up here. All right, Taos lined up. Split. Española's got that wide open defense, all right, but they do send their backs in, and they do success. Dylan Sandoval. Tigers are stopped immediately by Dylan Sandoval, the Bear.
You coach him too. He's a sure tackler. He's all over the field.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Right, he is. But yeah, he was one of the running backs last year too. He was a blocking back. So once in a while he get the ball, but you know, going from that run heavy offense to the pass offense, he's not used as much on offense anymore, but in defense, he is a tough linebacker. Outside. Pass to the outside. Caught number 11 on the outside.
That was good awareness by number 11. He knew exactly where he was at on the sideline, and he brought it in. He just caught the ball and looked down where his feet. He knew he was inbounds. Excellent play.
So with that
good heads up.
1st and 10 for the Taos Tigers. No, that was awesome. He knew exactly where he was at. You know, that's good receiver coaching right there.
9 minutes and 37 seconds inside the red zone. Let's see if we get a score here from Taos.
Run over the middle, and he's in.
Number 21 with the touchdown, Sergio Cardenas. That was a beautiful run right up the middle.
Yep.
They set it up like he was going to kick it outside to the right, and he just went right up the middle. 9:31, Taos Tigers are up 6-0 here in Española Valley, lining up to kick the extra point.
You have to be out there, or you can coach it?
No, I can do it here.
Taos gets on the board first, but that's not guaranteed that you're going to be there very long. You know, Española has an explosive offense where they can actually take it at any time, which, knock on wood, they do.
It's gonna be whenever they
The kick is up, and it's good.
like a timeout.
9 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second half, second quarter. Taos 7, Española Valley High School 0.
What I want to see right now, Coach, I want to see Española come back, keep their head up. They're still in it, and I want to see them big, you know, maybe a big player. They don't go back to that pitch and catch with Kofin and what's the number 15? The freshman quarterback.
Isaiah Gallegos.
Isaiah Gallegos. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
You know, let him get in and get him in the rhythm. You know, let's Still early, plenty of football left.
Set to receive for Española, number 4, Michael Maestas, and number 1, Lenny Trujillo. No, they gotta be patient. They started off real well with that running game. That running game really surprised everybody, but then they kind of slide away from it. They shied away a little bit. And yeah, the kicker, good kicker.
You can do it now.
Automatic touchback. That's going to bring it out to the 20-yard line, which will be 1st and 10 for Española.
It's going to be a while before they get set up there.
Yeah, that kicker, and I always like the kicker who can kick it into the end zone. If you're going to score on me, do it with 80 yards.
We ain't gonna give you no squib kicks. We're not gonna sponsor you 15 yards. You know.
I hated Escalante for doing that, but at the same time, we could never take advantage of it. It's awesome at times, but when it backfires, it's awful. Let's see who's back at quarterback at this time. Oh, we still got Gallegos back there. So I guess Primero. I don't see him on the sideline.
He's still on the sideline there talking to the head coach. I had my eyes on him earlier.
Oh, good.
Drop back pass, blocked, deflected, number 70.
Pass deflected, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. It's not the quarterback's fault when something like that happens. Your line has to hold the defenders so that doesn't happen. He had a man wide open on the sideline, and that could have done some damage. That could have been the spark they needed.
9th grade again?
I just hope Española doesn't totally abandon the run.
No, I don't either.
Because we saw them do that early on last week, and they need to keep running the ball, because once they get a couple of first downs, those passing lanes are going to be wide open, and they had the perfect plays drawn up against Bernalillo. They just didn't execute them. A lot of overpasses, drop balls, miscommunication on run routes. So let's see if they could get something going here.
All right, they got Twins quarterback back, ready to pass, looking down. He's got a man wide open, number 4, but it's kind of a little bit underthrown. That looks... Was it? Okay, referees, no catch. All right, no interception, incomplete pass. Officials claim no interception. It was incomplete pass.
He tipped it to himself. He just couldn't bring it in all the way. And
Right.
then I think the wind caught up the ball, because it was a little floater, and it had a nice distance on it, and it just hung up there for a brief minute, and everybody just waiting for the ball.
Yeah, I took it for granted and said, yeah, okay, it is an interception when it's not, But the official was right there. He was looking straight at it, and he saw. So that
It's a good call.
So they got to do something. Into the
Number 80, defensive end, got a little excited. It's going to be a 5-yard offsides. Should be a more manageable 3rd down.
Number 80 from Taos. Going to give him 5 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Yeah, you can't get any better right now. They're giving you the plus yards. You got that less of the yards to pick up and
Take advantage.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to take advantage. Get that first down and keep marching on.
You know what? Go for a run here. Surprise them. Go for a run. Make it 4th and 1. Punch it in again. Go for it. You got 2 options right here.
See, look, Taos right now, they're line heavy right now. They got 7 right on the line. So all you have to do is get past the first line of scrimmage, and guess what? There's nobody covering you, no linebackers. And it's a catch. It's a catch. And that is a complete reception over the middle. So that'll bring it up to 1st and 10.
That was beautiful, drawn up, beautiful, executed.
It was awesome. 1st and 10, ball on the 33 for Española. See, the problem with what I'm seeing from Taos right now is that middle is going to be wide open. Linebackers are either in too far or they're not covering that secondary level. And you got your free safety about 20 yards, almost 25 yards back. So Lots of things Española can do. Look at your isolation over here. Cofin with number 9. That's a mismatch. They should be looking at that right now. There he is. And it's coming to him.
Oh, underthrown interception from Taos, number 9, with a well underthrown ball. Max Maes with the interception.
The plan was drawn up great. It had everything, but the one time you don't want a quarterback to underthrow, he underthrew.
He underthrew it.
He had Cofin wide open, heading for 7.
He would have been
for 6.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, well, you know, those things do happen. And Cofin as a receiver should fight for the ball too. He should have stepped up a little further and, you know, kind of fought for it. But
You know, sometimes we forget at the high school level, you know, that they're like, oh, go back for it, you know, help your quarterback out. You didn't really, maybe he might not have read that the team was blitzing, that Taos was blitzing, and he had to get it out quicker than he wanted to, but it was well underthrown. But good play on the DB to go get that ball.
Taos in trips formation right now. Salazar looking out. He's looking in one area. He
has 10.
Saw where he's at.
Oh.
Did he catch it? No, it bounced out. Pass to the outside. Incomplete. So that'll bring it down to 2nd and 10. 8 minutes and 18 seconds. I know last time we didn't have the clock and anything like that too, but this, you know, with Yvette and Noah, they show exactly the clock. They show what's going on and stuff like that. And we can actually be down here in the booth talking as much as we want and everything else like that. So there's a big difference from Chris to Noah and Yvette. Which one's better? I like them both, you know.
This was on my 3rd game called, so it's all great just being in here in the booth.
Hey, when you got someone with you that can actually explain something that you miss or something, it's Salazar with that option. Oh man, and there it goes. All right, Taos. Complete pass over the middle to Quintana, and that's going to give him 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
Quintana ran a nice little curl route. He caught it. He stopped, turned, he curled, and he just shed that defender, and he gained another 5 yards. Beautiful play. That's exactly how you run it in practice.
Yep. And like I said, you know, these skilled people on Taos have been playing since they were freshmen. So
that Taos League has been playing in this Northern New Mexico Football League. These guys have been playing since they were peewees.
Yeah, it's the same players going over and over. Yeah, I see it. One of the coaches on the far side, Steve Hill, yeah, he's watching his kids play. And that's a keeper by Salazar. Oh. Quarterback key, gaining the 1st down. That was a little bit harsh the way they took him out of bounds.
I was expecting the flag to come out for enforcement-like contact.
Right.
You got to credit Salazar there. He was he passed his 2nd lead blocker, his running back, number 6. He stopped, let the running back pass him again, and pick up a 2nd block. That was a good play.
Yeah. So 1st and 10.
Back-to-back 1st downs from Taos. They're rolling.
3-yard line. No. And then running the way it is, you're killing the clock, and you're doing the job at the same time. They're knocking on the door. They're not in the red zone yet, but they're close. All right, Salazar, all the time in the world.
He has 5 wide open. Does he not see him? 5's wide open.
No.
Oh, he must have not seen him. He came across the middle, and he was wide open on the 5-yard line.
Yeah, plenty of time. You should have noticed.
They're going to go back to the field and be like, oh, I missed it. How did I miss you so much?
Quarterback keep over the middle. That'll bring it to 2nd and 7 with a 3-yard pickup. Yeah. You know, I guess when you're on the field, you don't see things that are obvious to everybody else. And in film, when you're right there with the whole team, they're looking at you like, but, you know.
It's a bang play, right? He's looking, maybe draw, maybe it wasn't a pass play design, but
yeah, you know, you got that combination, you know, him to Quintana. Oh, nope. Number 15, David Vargas. And David Vargas, I haven't heard that name in a while. He's been around the same thing too, you know.
Well, he caught that nice big pass down here to get him set up that last touchdown, and we were able to because of the end of something happened that we caught off. But he willed in that nice catch. But that one right there, he probably would have walked in for 6.
Yeah, and Vargas, one of those tough kids where he plays hockey.
Ooh,
He plays hockey when basketball season's going on.
so he has those strong legs,
He does.
upper body.
Okay, split formation, Twins. Salazar looking pass. No pressure from Española, and that's really kind of odd.
Salazar with another
Quintana.
touch to Quintana with another touchdown.
Salazar to Quintana, another touchdown over the middle. Touchdown, Taos.
That was a beautiful, well-played design. I saw 3 wide receivers open, 1 on the right side, 2 on the left. 5 and 15 were both open as well. He was looking at Quintana the whole way, and he nailed him on the strike, came across the middle wide open.
It was just a quick slam from right over the middle, and left Española wide open. Here we go for the kick. Oh, Española got too excited. Came across. Colt 45. We got offsides. Española halfway to the half distance to the goal line. Yeah, you get excited a little bit times, especially on an extra point or something like that too. You want to block it, and hey, 1 point can make a difference.
No kicks are safe these days at any level of football.
No. Kick is up, and it's good. That's Taos 14. So 6 minutes, 16 seconds left in the first half. Taos Tigers 14, Española Valley High School Sundevils 0. Let's hear it for the Sundevils, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pick them up. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to us over here like that too. I guess they don't have a clock on the screen, but we'll give you the updates here and there. Like I said, 6 minutes, 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Halftime, Taos 14, Española 0, and that's kind of odd. It should be a little closer than this. Both teams, coming out on fire, and it's slowing down. Good first quarter. Second quarter has been all Taos. All Taos.
All right, Coach, did you bring Primero back in, or do you stay with the freshman?
I'll bring Primero back in.
I saw him on the sideline there. He was going through his warm-up routine. A little bit of knuckleball.
Knuckleball kick over the middle, taken at the 20-yard line. Still on his feet at the 40-yard line. Finally wrestled down close to the 45. There is a flag on the play.
Sure hands by number 8. He caught that. That was like a knuckle. He caught that off the ball, and he took off with it. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with that ball.
And number 8, he's their kicker. Ariel Quintana, he's their kicker.
And it does look like Primero's going to be going back in to lead his Sun Devils. Let's see if that little break.
So they're kicking back a little bit, but they still have good position on the 40-yard line. Still good position on the 40-yard line,
Plenty of time, 2 timeouts. Go ahead and put something together. Let's get 2 first downs, and then let's go through our offense. Let's get Primero back in a rhythm and see if we can get a score here before halftime. Because you don't want to go down 14-0 and Taos gets the ball back to start the third quarter.
Primero back at quarterback for Española. Back to pass. He's around the corner on the outside. What did the referees call? No catch. All right, no ball, no catch. That'll bring us 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
From up here, it looked like a catch.
I know.
Did it hit the skip up a little bit?
I think so. 2nd and 10 for Española. Ball on the 40-yard line. 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
What's up there, Kyle? What's up? Is it true what I heard? My sister? No. What happened to your sister? No, we heard something else. It was going to be a dad? That the other day. Is that true?
There we go. Española trips right. Okay, you got Kofin mismatch against number 9. You know, I'd be going to him quite a bit. And there's it over the middle. Oh,
That's going to be a penalty. That's the interference.
Outside, flags on the play. That's going to be an interference call. Interference on Taos.
Taos bailed him out on that one because he overthrew that one by a good 5 yards, but he didn't give him a chance to keep him on his feet. You can't let him. You can't push him, throw him down on the ground. You know.
No. See, and that's the thing right now. I would have Kofin isolated by himself on that side over there and have the other 3 receivers on this side. And, you know, as aggressive as Quintana is, he's going to make a lot of mistakes. He's going to be, you know, holding. He's going to be really doing
feast or famine. That, you know, those guys are ballers, right?
Yeah.
You know, they're ball hawks.
No.
They want to be involved in every play.
Sure thing.
So they got tight trips, bringing it in a little bit closer. Maybe we can see something up in the middle, open in the middle, which it should be because they've been going down the sidelines.
It's a quick screen to the outside to Michael Maestas. Michael Maestas on his feet, taking out a little past the 40-yard line. Quick pass to the outside to Michael Maestas all the way down to the 36-yard line.
It's going to set up third and one. Second and one? Yeah, because of the penalty. I'm sorry about that. Second and one.
Second and 1 for the Sun Devils on the 36-yard line.
That was a beautiful play.
It was well executed, straight to the outside, you know, and he had room to run. So the only one that could have caught him was the cornerbacks or the safety, and the safety's playing like 25 yards back. So it would have taken him a long time to come down and help out. Linebackers are in the middle set up.
You got your matchup, Coach Kofin.
Yeah,
one-on-one.
That's awesome. I would hit that thing right now. Boom, and sure enough.
Ooh, nice block by number 68 to spring Kofin for an additional 10 yards.
Pass to the outside to Kofin.
Double flags here.
Double flags. Celebrating Kofin. So it's going to go against Española, looks like so far. He caught the ball, he did great, but then he started celebrating or he started talking trash.
I think he walked over the defensive back while he was on his back, but
he did something wrong because I know he bowed his head right away as soon as the flags went up. So with a good catch comes you know, the consequence. Just play the game, and
you got to give credit to Mateo Maldonado, number 68. He set up a big block for him to spring forward on that one.
So with the good catch, going to bring her back, but it's still going to be first down. No, it's still going to be 2nd and 1.
Personal foul.
All right, personal foul, taunting after the play, so it brings them back to 2nd and 1 on the 37-yard line.
They're moving the sticks.
We got some confusion with the change.
First down, that spot, penalized in 15 yards, first down.
They will have an opportunity here to gain another first down from the 2-yard line if they convert this.
Okay, so they did get the first down. First down, with the penalty, they brought him back all the way, so it's first down and 25. Yeah, that's it. It was caught, it was down, it was first down. Oh, nowhere to go, and all the linemen standing up. Sack, putting it further back.
Negative plays, back-to-back negative plays. For Española is not going to cut it.
27 right now.
You got the 5-minute mark.
5 minutes, yeah, 5 minutes. Score is still the same, 14-0. Española, what could have been an awesome thing right now, shooting himself in the foot, pushing him back a little further.
Yeah, they got 2 yards outside the red zone. They're first in from the 22-yard line. They were moving back-to-back first downs.
And now they're all the way back
and
to
now
the
they're
42-yard line.
two negative plays in a row. Can't have that, especially at home.
No.
Right, if I were you, go back to Kofin.
He's going back to him, but overthrown. Ball a little bit overthrown to Kofin. That's going to bring it down to 3rd down. They're down at 28. Third down and 28 for Española.
I like what they did earlier on the first drive where they spread formation, trips right. They rolled out Primero. He gained about a 10-yard gain on a rollout. This would be a good time to maybe try that again. If there's nothing open, have him tuck the ball and run it in, because this is fourth down territory.
Right. Couldn't agree with you more. They've got to do something right, you know, and it's. Okay, so they got. It's going to bring it up to fourth down and 28. Fourth down and 28. All right, ball in the outside. Was supposed to be going out to Cody Trujillo. Española set to kick. All right, Primero takes his helmet off. You can tell the frustration, that young man right there. He's been a starter for the last 3 years, and now he's just kind of giving a slap on the face, saying, "Come on, got to do better." And some kids take it on, and some don't. Back to kick for Española. Ariel Quintana to receive the ball for Taos. Roman Quintana. And there's a flag on the play.
Back him up 5 more yards. Delay a game.
So with that penalty, delay a game. 5 yards more back. Quintana still set to kick, and Quintana ready to receive for Taos. Uh-oh, the bad snap. I hadn't seen much of that. It's an awful kick. Oh, my God. Stay away. Oh, there you go, down it.
Way to go.
All right, with that kick, it came back right. Negative yards. It's going to be first and 10 for Taos on the 49-yard line.
So that was a low snap, which started that off bad.
Mm-hmm.
He just got it off because he was about to get blown up. It was like one of those little pooch kicks. It literally went 8 yards.
And he had the wind against him. So
And the wind held it up because the wind was blowing pretty hard. 8 yards. So Taos, from that one, after back-to-back first downs on the penalty on Kofi, they went back 30 yards. Or
yeah, you can't make those little mistakes, especially when you got positive yards going for you and you're setting a momentum. It's just a killer. So Taos technically can take over now and make it possibly 21 in 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
like you said earlier, it's been all Taos second quarter, and
oh man,
I wouldn't be surprised if they air it out right here or go right up the middle.
it's a handoff over the middle.
There he goes.
Handoff over the middle, gaining 12 yards, 12 to 15 yards. And that's Eli Lucero, right?
Eli Lucero at the 15-yard.
Guy's only like 5'6", shorter guy.
Looking like Rico Dowdle from the old Dallas Cowboys running back. Is he with the Panthers now? Right up the middle.
10 for Taos on the 38-yard line. Yeah, no, some of those short guys, you know, look, Emmett Smith wasn't that big. Barry Sanders wasn't that big. They just had speed and heart. Same thing.
We're talking about Terrell Davis.
There you go. Yeah, you know, we're bringing up those shorter running backs, but you got Terrell Davis out of Denver. He was awesome. And well, one thing also, he was a Marine, so that's the only way I like the Denver running back.
Mike Anderson was the Marine. The other one that replaced.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, he was the Marine.
With a run over the middle, that's going to be second down and short 8 to go. So Española's got to get that defense a little more wired, a little more tough. You know, Martinez can't do the job all by himself. You know, Dylan Sandoval coming in, but they need to put pressure on that quarterback.
He's wide open.
Wide open at the 25.
Taos is running that spread formation. They're setting in coverage. They're finding their holes. and they're just pitching it to him.
Yeah, exactly. And they're giving the quarterback all the time in the world. This has never happened between any games I've seen Española. Not even last week with Bernalillo. No time did they give the quarterback any time.
There he goes.
Handoff over the middle.
21.
He's still on his feet. He's still running. He's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Maybe even down past into the red zone.
Cardenas with a nice shifty move there after he got to the second level. He almost broke it out to the outside there.
And the time is still running. 2 minutes and 30 seconds coming up. Taos knocking on the door, trying to make it 21 and trying to make it really hard for Española to come back in the second half.
Taos is not. I like that tempo they're running right now. No huddling. They like exactly what they see. Quarterback keeper.
He's still on his feet. He's way down inside the 5-yard line. Quarterback
Stop at the
keep.
2.
He's well within inside the 5-yard line. He's in bounds. They stop the clock. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2 minutes and 20 seconds with Taos on the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal. They're right there, and they've been running at will right now. The quarterback has been getting a lot of time. I don't know what's happening with Española's defense. This defense has not been this slack that I've seen.
No, last week they were getting pressure on Bernalillo's quarterback. They were getting filled in the backfield. They just had wrapping, they turnovers killed them, penalties killed them.
Oh, now they go to the I formation. Taos is in I formation, so they're going to run it straight up the middle if the quarterback doesn't keep it. Watch. And sure enough, hands off, and he goes to the outside, number 21, and he's
Down at the 1, they're calling.
1. Oh, man. Run to the outside, stop short of the end zone. He's out at the 1-yard line.
Say he's at the
3rd down and goal.
6-inch yard line. I saw the ump put up one hand. I'm like, well, what's wrong with his other hand? It should have been.
Yeah.
That looked like he was in for 6.
I know. I'm just looking at number 21, Joel Mendez. He wasn't even a starter, but he's been going in pretty often. Is that related to Cardenas' encuesta?
No, I'm not sure.
Huh. Because they do have several players playing at Capital, Jacobo and Jordan Cardenas.
Yes, sir.
From Miguel and Mateo.
Played with both those boys. Good friends of mine.
There you go. I've known him since they were born. Oh, trip up.
I think he fumbled.
Tripped up in the backfield. Still not into the end zone yet. This defense is looking up. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. A goal line stance right now would actually boost their morale. It would bring up everything. Minute 24 seconds still, but you don't want to go into halftime 21-0.
4th and inches, anything could happen.
Oh, for sure.
You stay up and watch that game last night. The Rams and the 49ers, 4th and goal in overtime. They should have kicked the field goal. They did it. Game over. 49ers stuffed them on 4th and inches.
And they're going into the Eagle quarterback sneak push. What do they call it?
The tush push.
The tush push.
But there looks to be a penalty in the backfield, so I'm not sure if that's usually when it comes from the back line, Judge, that's a false start.
No indication of a touchdown. There was a flag on the play. Stand by.
It's going to be a Taos. Sideline judge is coming to the Española sideline.
Okay, here comes the white hat. Let's see what he's indicating. Oh, push. Little push.
Huge stop on 4th down.
That is huge.
And that's exactly what they needed.
They need that right now, man. Just, kind of get yourself some breathing room and don't stay right there on that 1-yard line. Española takes over 1st and 10 on the 1-yard line.
Those boys up front should pat themselves on the back because they stuffed them 3 times, sure tackling. 82-33, those dogs that you were talking about. 45, those boys, they crashed hard. Hats off to that defense of Española. They needed to stop most, and they got it when they needed it most.
I don't know what that penalty was.
He motioned like.
He had his arms waving.
I know he was like waving his arms like.
Was it a push? Was it a?
It was a push initially, but right now they were saying something else. Anyways, nothing came out of it, so. Oh no!
Interception, pick 6.
Interception for a pick 6 for Taos. Oh, fired the defense right there. They fought so hard now just to give it up like that. But you got to be a warrior. You got to go in and you got to say, okay, well, that's.
That offensive line just all-out jailbreak blitz. A short snap. Primero barely got it off, and he just threw it right to number 6, I believe. And he took 2 steps in, and it was a touchdown.
Taos getting ready for the extra point. Oh, no, it's not. Oh. Kick is up. Kick is up, and it's good. That's going to bring the score to 21. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in this second quarter. Halftime. Taos Tigers up 21. Española Valley High School 0.
It's hard to believe it was 0-0 going into the second quarter.
I know, man.
And it's been all Taos. I did a quick note here. Before the notes of the game, key of the game, I wanted from last week's game from Española, I needed them to show me that they weren't going to turn the ball over, to stay disciplined, no penalties, and that's what's been killing them all this quarter. The first quarter, they are holding true to their game plan, and they're just not staying true. I'm not sure if it's coaching or lack of discipline. They're just not finishing those plays. 3 turnovers, 2 of them directly to 14 points. That's gonna
And back into the end zone. Kick is off, fits it to the end zone. Touchback, 1 minute, 3 seconds left. Española will take the ball 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Primero going back in as quarterback. Yeah, you got to bounce back from some of those penalties, from those. You just can't fall apart right now. You gotta stick to your guns. You gotta make up something right now, because still not over. There's still a whole 24 minutes left in the second half. There you go, Española 1st and 10. Twins formation. Primero outside looking, and he caught him just on a quick. But out of reach. Pass over the middle, incomplete to Maestas. That'll bring it to 2nd and 10.
1 minute left. You got to dial up some sort of positive play on offense. 21 isn't a lot in high school football. He has him wide open. There you go.
Maestas wide open over the middle. He's got
Number 4.
He's past the infield, and he's all the way down to the 45.
That's exactly what we're looking for, Coach.
That could be the spark they needed right there. And they're only going to stop the clock until the chains
Set up. The chain gang sets up, right?
Right. Oh, we got timeout.
Number 4 made up for that drop pass on that first play, and then they went right back to that same play, but instead of him running an outside route, he ran in, wide open.
We got a timeout on field.
They almost got away with one. Taos got away with one, I believe. I think he had him a little bit right here in the face mask on the tackle there. They could have tacked on an additional 15.
Yeah.
Right here, you got a big play. You're on Taos's 45. Do a nice little, do the same exact play.
50 seconds is a lot of time.
That's
Even
a
though
ton of time with 2 timeouts. That's a ton of time. Or 1 timeout, I'm sorry.
Even 1 timeout, it doesn't matter. You still got plenty of time. You still got, you use your sidelines. Use your sidelines. Use your. Española 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. 49 seconds left in the
You're at the high school. Where you at?
first half, second quarter. Okay, so you got Primero still back at quarterback, and they've been doing a lot of damage since Primero's been in and out, And I guess he needed an attitude adjustment, saying your job isn't secure. Step it up. You got Kofina on the short post over here like that too. Nobody really on him. And now they double teamed out over the middle. It's awesome.
This O-line needs to give him time. If he had to get rid of that ball because Taos's half the backfield was, Taos's defensive line was in the backfield. Could have given him 2 more seconds. We're celebrating 6 points right now.
Incomplete pass over the middle. That's going to bring it down to 2nd and 10. Several yards.
50, 52, and 30 all could have got that sack.
Yeah, Reggie's number 50, Reggie Swazo, his linebacker, and the defensive tackles.
I think they need to do, instead of trips right, they need to bring in an extra lineman to give him a little bit more protection, or put an extra running back there to help pick up the blitz.
Well, the thing is, you could use 82 as a tight end, 33 as a tight end, give him that extra block, or split running backs, put 33 or 82 as the blockers in the back. Oh, we have a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 20 seconds left till halftime, second quarter. Score on the board, Taos Tigers 21, Española Valley 0. So yeah, we're talking all kinds of situations up here, what I would do, what you would do. And yeah, well, you can hear the fans. They're not really. Okay, so we got a time change right now. I don't know what happened to our timekeeper over here, and they fell asleep.
They called the timeout, but they didn't. Everybody stayed on the field. White hat didn't call it out, so then the other guy went out there and told them.
There you go, right from the horse's mouth. So a lot of times, up here in the booth, things do happen. We see the officials signal this, that, and whatever else, and then they'll second guess themselves, like, all right. But not to panic, not to worry. It will get changed.
They get a little bit more time, and hopefully the offensive line gives Primero a little bit more time so he can, get a quick strike, because he has the talented wide receivers, because they all have the speed to take it the distance.
They are. We've seen that Española receivers are outdoing some of these Taos Tiger secondary. So, they're in the Twins situation. Instead of having a small running back like that too, where you're not using him a lot, put in a big blocking back.
There it is. He has time.
And he caught it.
And he dropped it.
Oh my gosh. Pass to the outside, incomplete. So that'll bring it up to fourth down and 17. 33 seconds left till halftime.
Football is hard.
It is very hard, and it's even worse when you're coaching,
It's, I can hear the fans a little restless, I'm sorry. The O-line needs to block. The quarterback has to be able to have time to throw the ball. When they throw the ball, the wide receiver has to get open, which they do, and sometimes they just can't bring it in. Right. It's all three things have to be. It's like a well-oiled machine,
Ariel Quintana set to kick, and receiving in the backfield, they got number 11, Roman Quintana. And the snaps have to be there. This wind is just holding it back. That was only a 7-yard kick. All right, with that kick, that'll give Taos 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. 24 seconds left in second quarter, halftime.
They have that Española Valley flag blowing hard. Maybe that Primero pass, that last pass there, maybe he held it up a little bit, and that's why he really couldn't will it in, but it looked like he had an opportunity. He had his hands on it there at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, there are too many factors that we see and stuff like that. One thing I'm noticing, I don't know, I may be wrong, but I don't see Española coach up here. I don't see an Española coach. They're all down on the field, and you don't have somebody watching from the top. Things aren't going to go right.
You're not going to see it all the way through because we have a different vantage point what they're seeing down there.
And look at all the time Salazar has had.
Oh,
Pass over the middle is incomplete. That'll be 2nd and 10.
Salazar went for the home run,
And he has time.
and he had plenty of time.
Look at this Taos line is just holding up. And I was told at the beginning of the game, Taos's line isn't what it used to be. Taos is famous for their linemen. Famous.
They may not have the height that they used to have, but those boys are blocking, they're pushing, they're giving them time. On paper, it looks like the front five for Española should be dominating, and then it's the complete opposite.
And the way they've been rushing against some of the other teams, like I've seen Moriarty and Bernalillo, that were outsized them, they were still in the backfield giving the quarterback pressure. There you go. Is this the last play of the game? Maybe. And back to pass again. Incomplete. That'll be 3rd down and 10. 15 seconds left in the second quarter, halftime. Score on board, Taos 21, Española 0.
I think your boy Leonard Martinez heard us on there talking, that they weren't in the backfield much because he dialed up pressure on the QB right there. The QB had no time to let his play develop, and he overthrew the receiver.
Even if Taos doesn't gain a yard and they go all 4 downs, they've accomplished what their goal or their mission was. And it looks like it's going to be a handoff.
Oh, reverse.
Pitch out to the outside.
Broken tackle. And a nice sure tackle by number 4 from Española.
Should be it. Quick pitch out to number 22, DeMarcus Allen. And that's going to bring us up to halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime. Concession stand, northeast corner of the football field down to the bottom. And if you need to relieve yourself, the restrooms are right there. Bathrooms, head, latrine, whatever you might want to call it. So, have at it.
Baño.
Baño. All right, we'll take a little bit of a break right now, and we'll come back. We'll go over some stats and whatever else we think we have done. All right, enjoy. still, so not to worry. We still got 2 minutes. Taos is still locker room.
I wasn't drinking last time.
Here we go. Here we go again. No time on the clock, but you still got a 2-minute warm up to give the other team, you know. There they come out.
Hopefully this wind will be to the backs and will help the passing game for Española coming out in the
for sure.
second half.
They need all the help they can get, and you know, something like that could help you out a lot, especially in a passing game. I want to apologize to all you fans out there who are watching. The wind is really extremely rough over here, and that's messing up our cameras. So we want to apologize. Deal with us as much as you can, because Mother Nature says she's gonna blow, and that's what she's doing right now. You know, at least it's not rain and anything else. Snow could be snow, but we're good right now.
For our northern New Mexico viewers, Cuesta is down right now to Fort Sumner, 16-0 in the first quarter. Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats. You know, I claimed the blue and white, and then I saw Cuesta black uniforms. I questioned it, but then I was told that they added that third color in the 90s.
No,
2000s?
early 2000s. They probably like 2003, 2004. They added that third color allowed to high school uniforms, and now everybody, it's hard to see, you know, even Taos with just a little trim of speck of orange.
I know, no orange, just all black and white.
Yesterday, you know, last week I kept getting confused. I think when we were talking about it, you know, Española was black with like a, was it white uniform, and Bernalillo was red, and it was just no breaking up with the colors.
Trying to get a score from the Powake Robertson game. Nothing showing so far. Well, end of first quarter, Robertson 14, Powake 12. And that's amazing. That's amazing. But from what I was told, there's like 10 players from Robertson that were suspended for vaping and doing stuff against the rules. Young gentlemen, if you're in athletics, give it a break. You know, do you want to play or do you want to mess up your lungs? Do you choose? Just like drinking and anything else, you know, you got to make a choice. You're not doing it alone for yourself. You're doing it for your community. You're doing it for your school and everything else. So here we go. Start third quarter. Got to 43 seconds. So Española will kick because Taos deferred. All right, Taos deferred the first kickoff, so they will receive the kickoff here starting the second half in approximately 20 seconds. Okay, number 11, number 15. Back to receive for the Tigers, number 11, Roman Quintana, and number 15, David Vargas.
We'll see if this
Third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, third quarter, set to kick off. All right, Ariel Quintana is going to be kicking into the wind. Not a good thing, but they'll have fourth quarter wind at their back. As it looks, right?
that's how it looks.
Yeah, they're kicking into the wind right now, so they're going to have the wind at their back, which will help out the quarterback a lot, especially passing.
Well, now that the game's about to kick off, that flag, the Española Valley flag here in our vision, it's not at a full standstill by itself, but it's still blowing, but it was not as it was earlier in the first and second quarter.
Set to kick off, Ariel Quintana kicking with the wind. Right, so yeah, he'll kick with the wind. Taos will have the wind in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter.
Correct.
So game planning like this means a lot. Here goes. Here we go, high kick off, all the way down to the 10-yard line. Taken by Quintana, all the way up to 20, and take it down at the 22-yard line. Taos will take over first and 10 on the 22-yard line. And if they give Evan Salazar, the time that they were giving in the first half, it's going to be an awful game. 35, start running the clock, but don't want to see it that way. We want to see Española score.
We want to see 82, 33, 45. Get after the quarterback like they did in the first quarter. You don't have to send all of them on a jailhouse blitz, but send one of them.
Right.
Give them a different coverage, because right now they're doing whatever they want to do in the middle of the field. Pitch and catch, pitch and catch. The Taos offensive head coaches should be licking their chops from what they see in the first half.
It looks like an option right there. Salazar keeping the ball, running up the middle, still on his feet. They're not tackling, and they finally, after a gain of 8 yards. Quarterback key.
They had it sniffed out on the initial play, and the quarterback just made a smart play with his legs and went the opposite direction.
Actually, 7 yards. Second down and 3. He did. He didn't see something one way and took it the other way. Misdirection. Fine. And Taos, with those dual running backs in the back, they serve as blocking backs or running at the same time. So twins right and in motion, option handoff in the middle and gets a first down. Is that Eli over the middle?
And number 70 as a lead blocker, he was ready to take on 2-3 defenders.
And that's a 1st and 10 for Taos with the run over the middle. 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line for Taos.
We haven't called number 56's name much from Española. Dustin Martinez, the nose guard there, he had a pretty decent game against Bernalillo up the middle on the defensive side last week. Hopefully come in there and make a couple stops for them.
And the nose guard is a real important position. You put pressure on your A gaps, you put pressure on your center, and you disrupt everything. But when you're slow off, we got a flag on the play.
Offsides, Española.
Española lined up a little bit too much on their side, so that's going to be 5 yards. It'll be first down and 5 for the Tigers. Little mistakes like that, you cannot come out in the beginning of a quarter. I don't care if it's first, second, third, fourth, with a penalty like that. You're giving them yards.
Taos has had 4 big plays. The 35-yard pass, the nice 12-yard run with Cardenas, the pick 6, the other big throw to the opposite side of the field. And it just seems like all the negative plays have been coming from the Española side, and they just can't do that if they want to get back in this game.
Española sent their linebackers over the middle, and that opened the hole to the opposite side, which he gained 9 yards off that.
Might be a holding off of that 9-yard gain.
Gain of 9 yards, but it's going to be negated by a holding call against Taos. Going to bring him back. And calls like that you can't have either. You got to cross and play, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's taken back because, I can understand fatigue and everything else that sets in, but sometimes when you get too lazy, when you got a pass rusher like Martinez or a linebacker coming in like Sandoval, you just can't get a hold of him, so you just kind of get lazy, and there you go, penalty.
It's also that technique with their hands, as an offensive lineman, you got to push off. And once you already have them in the backfield or whatever, you're pushing them on the plays, just let them go. Don't take them down to the ground, because the back line judge is going to see it every single time, and he's dying to throw that hanky.
Yeah. All right, that penalty will take Taos back another 15 yards. Holding call against Taos. Moving back 15, so that's going to be first down and 25. So instead of getting good field position all the way up on the 40-yard line, they're all the way back to their 17-yard line.
Yeah, Taos was set up for a nice 2nd and 1. Now they're going to be, and that play big, put them in the hole big time.
Yeah, first and 25 is not even sees that, but
Hopefully Española, if I were here, dial up some pressure, you know,
right,
because
you got to pressure that quarterback. You can't give him any time, and then you can't let the run play take you away from your mission at hand, stopping the run play. And there it is, run play right over the middle. You're gonna gain some yards. I mean, there's 82. A run play over the middle, stopped by number 82, Little Martinez.
that was a big time stop right there. Number 2-yard gain. It's going to put him, well, they probably marked him at a no gain.
No gain.
So
No gain.
2nd and 25. But he was right there. He knew he maintained his gap and he just drove him back.
2nd and 25 for the Tigers on the 17-yard line. Yeah, no. Handoff again over the middle like that. And he's spinning, going around, maybe a couple yards.
Couple yards, but that was a positive play for Española for being in the backfield. He had him. He had to make a nice play just to make it a positive play for Taos. So it's still going to set up 3rd and 22, which they shouldn't. This is where you got to be disciplined. Don't give up. No penalties, no offsides, no personal fouls.
3rd down and 22
Maintain
for the
your
Tigers.
your assignment. Just under 9 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Taos 3rd and 22, heading south.
Back to pass. He pumps, throws it deep set, deep.
Interception. That's exactly what Española needed. That's just as, you know, even though they would have overthrown it, that's way better than a punt. That's the type of play you need to motivate your team.
Yeah.
This defense has had 2 big stops now. Now let's hopefully this offense can get something going.
They're at midfield, so they, you know, excellent field position. You know, a run, a pass, short passes. You know, you don't have to go for the whole touchdown right off the bat.
All right, Coach, I think you're going to like this. Guess who checked in on offense? Number 82.
Oh, Leonard Martin, yeah.
Yeah, he's in there in offense now. We were talking over halftime. Put him in as tight end, running back.
No, he's a running back. Look at him. You got twin running backs in the back like that, and he's either going to run the ball or he's going to be the blocking back. But I bet you he's going to be the ball carrier. There it is.
Oh, my God, there he goes. Woo.
All the way down to a 40. That was a pickup of 12, 13 yards. And to hear the crowd, he took off.
That was, he stiff-armed that number 30. He put him down to the ground, and he could have probably went for another 5 more yards. Same formation. Let's go. Fake to 82. Handoff. He became the lead blocker there for Primero. Or was that number 3 that got the ball?
Hand off to number 3 to Santiago. Santiago to real gain of about 5 yards, so 2nd out of 5.
See, 2 positive plays, simple runs. One minor halftime adjustment, and look at how your team looks already on offense.
Oh no, Taos is expecting pass, but then you post those big dogs in the backfield, and you open up the running game, and then what? Isolate Kofin on the outside, and boom.
We got trips to the right, nobody in the left, split backs. Formation we haven't seen all game.
Now it's a brand new whole formation, whole new setup. There's too much movement going on. That's probably going to be illegal motion. We got a flag on the play.
Offsides on Taos.
That gives a positive yards.
So it's going to be 3rd and 1. It's going to set up a 2nd and 1 here for Española. Just outside their own 31, on Taos' 31-yard line.
2nd and 1, Española ball on the 31. Yeah, and you know, coasting the way they're throwing Taos off whack right now. You know, what happened to the pass? What happened to the pass? Now they got to adjust to the run game, and guess what? Come back and hit him with the passing. You know, it's basic football 101. something you teach Pee Wee League or even middle school. Running play to Martinez on the outside too, but Taos was all over it. They read that play.
Loss of 1 there.
Hand off to the outside to Martinez, loss of several yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Yeah, they read that play coming in. The defensive ends were not fooled. They didn't overcommit. They stood their ground, and boom, that's what happens. And a good short pass, you know, good post pattern, a good flag, a good, you know, crisscross. Mix it up a little bit.
Well, you know, right now you have two, it's 3rd and 5. You could drop. It's 2 down territory.
Okay, just a quick pitch to the outside. He's pretty close to a 1st down. Pretty close. It was a quick pitch from the receiver in motion. Nice short.
Martinez with the nice block for his wide receiver, Cody Trujillo, to cut up the block there. If he would have went a second earlier, maybe he might have been able to cut it up instead of going out so wide. He might have had a little bit more gap, but they're on the opposite side of the field. We can't really see what they were seeing right there, but
That brings it to 4th and 3. Española going to go for it on 4th down and 3 yards to go. 4th and 3, it's an empty set. Trips, Twins on the outside. And he's looking, quick pass to the outside, and sure enough, oh, he dropped it. That hit, he was nailed.
that would have been enough for a 1st down if he had held on to it.
He was nailed by number 3, Chris Fresquez from Taos. So ball turnover on downs. Ball turnover on downs is 1st and 10 for Taos on the 21-yard line.
Just 5 minutes and 46 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Still 21-0 Española.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're catching your screen, you know, going out of whack, it's very windy over here in Española, so we do apologize, and we'll bring you the game as best we can. Taos set up in the trip formation. Handoff over the middle, nowhere to go, just stop. Handoff over the middle, nowhere to go, stop. But there is a flag. All right, that flag came in a little bit after the play. Almost
Holding.
done. And it's a holding call. Back another 15 yards. Here we go again. And that flag was holding against Taos. That's going to drive him back 15. That's going to be 1st down and 25. So little things like that too, you know, penalties. When you're doing something great and all of a sudden you just shoot yourself in the foot and it doesn't go your way.
Taos's problem, like one of the coaches said earlier, they haven't played a full game. Right now, they had more negative yards this 2nd quarter than positive, so they'll have to clean that up if they don't want to let Española back in this game. And if you're Española, you need to capitalize on those if you want to get back in this game.
Okay, Salazar back to pass. He's wide open on the outside, and
Big
good
breakup.
coverage.
Benito Trujillo with the big breakup.
Breakup, incomplete pass.
Sorry for talking over you there,
No,
Coach.
no, no.
I was a little excited as a fan because he came over in that safety position, and he you know, both defenders had a play at the ball, but that was a great breakup because he had him open for a split second.
See, and that's the kind of football you want to see. You don't want him to get it too early to get the call on him. You don't want the offense to push off and get the call, but it was executed just right. And that was a good play.
Taos 2nd and 20.
Okay, Salazar keeping it, and not really a shovel pass, but a quick screen over the middle. Pass over the middle, gaining 1 or 2 yards. That'll bring that up to 3rd down and about 20 yards to go.
I'm not a big fan of the drop back pass, like a bubble screen right behind the center and guard, and then they try to bring it back the opposite way. We saw Bernalillo have a big play on that last week. We seen the Lobos, New Mexico State, do that. It just scares me because
Third down and 25. Yeah, third down and 25. We've seen that over and over where they throw that little middle screen and it just collapses.
And you know, yeah, you got to be happy if you're Española right now. Their defense is only giving up 14 points. You know, the pick six wasn't on them.
Right.
And they've other than that, those two big touchdowns in the second quarter, they're really settling in on their own. They're not blowing coverages. They're maintaining their assignments. If they have a big stop here, they're going to end up with really good field position if they maintain they are for this next play. 3rd and 25. Let's see what Taos does here. If I was Taos, I'd maybe just hand it off and try to get out of trouble.
Just get out of trouble, kick the ball if you have to, and do the least amount of damage to yourself.
Right.
Okay, so side back to pass, looking. All right, nothing going, and he finally throws it. Yeah, somebody over the middle, and he's still on his feet. Missed tackle. And he gets a first down. Pass over the middle.
2 missed tackles from Española defense. They had him stopped initially. He shook him, and he would have been stopped. It would have been 4th and 5, and there they go. One big play.
1st and 10 for Taos on the 42-yard line. 43.
No huddle offense set up for Taos. Let's see what they like. They see run play up the middle with Cardenas. Shakes one tackle, another block. He's off to the races. He's got one block to beat, and he's out at the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup from Cardenas.
20 yards plus. 1st and 10 for Taos.
Taos must really like what they're seeing on offense, because right now they're not even huddling up. They're switching their men up, substituting their men at the line, and they're ready to roll.
Yeah, no, they got everything set up. They got one play set up before the other one starts.
Timeout, Española.
We got a timeout on field, Española, with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Taos Tigers 21, Española Valley High School 0. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. It's kind of a different story when you're not winning and crowd's not into it. But you still got to give a little bit of motivation and say, come on now, get you some. So let's see what Española can come around. You know, they got fooled by the pass. They got fooled by the run.
This guy, they're used to the pass. He mixes it up with his running game now. The kids are confused. They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, like Coach Salinas over here mentioning, you know, there's a bit of confusion. If you're a pass-heavy team and all of a sudden you come into the running game, and you're not practicing it, you're not going through it, it seems to falter a lot. And Española switched their primary defense. It looks like they went away from that 3-3-5 stack, which was pretty awesome. The first 5 games. Now they're a little bit mixed. They're sending their linebackers a little bit more. But let's see if they can catch their second breath. They need something right now. They need to stop Taos like they did 4 downs on that goal line.
Dig in, you know, like those core players, you know, you got, you know, Colt 45, you have 33 and 82. Those guys have been playing their hearts out tonight, man.
They have. They've made a name for themselves. I go Taos with that split back formation, twins right. And there it is, handoff. Same thing, bounces to the outside and gets some room. Española's defensive ends are not coming. The linebackers aren't covering the second level, so it's giving the running game a lot. With that run to the outside, that gives Taos a first down. 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. Okay, and they're in that hurry-up offense. They're just not giving no time. No time to set up, and there goes the run again.
Cardenas up the middle again, 9 yards at a time.
I know, that's a heck of an average, and you can't let that. Defense has time to set up. And with that run, that's another 1st and 10. Ball's all the way up on the 12-yard line.
Yeah, Moses Archuleta and Saul Hernandez, 67 and 70. Those boys are just setting up a wall for Cardenas, and we're giving him the business, as they say.
And there's another handoff. They're going to keep handing, punishing him. and taking time off the clock. Saul Hernandez, number 70, he's a senior, and he's been starting since he was a freshman also. That's why I say, this senior class is top-heavy, and they've got all the talent in the world. They should be a lot better than what they are, so.
Well, they played some top teams,
They played a lot of great teams.
Bloomfield, Los Alamos, who else did you say?
Well, yeah, they played 3 undefeated teams. Well, 2 undefeated teams right now, St. Mike's and Los Alamos. 2 state champions, St. Mike's and Bloomfield. So, they've played some stiff competition, and now that they're in district play halfway through, the other teams, I think, Taos is going to be okay. Española should be the same way, but they need to wake up.
He has him wide open.
And he caught him out to the outside. And that was
a touchdown for Javier Duran. A nice little pitch and catch. They were playing the running back in the backfield, and
touchdown Taos.
Salazar just read it like a book and just gunned it there to the pylon.
When you give him time, he rolls out. He's got all the time in the world. That's going to make your receivers, do a little bit more, be more creative and get open.
2:29 here in the third quarter. It's turning into a dominating performance.
That's a good word.
A dominating performance for Taos here on Española's home field.
It was a great first quarter, but since second quarter, now third quarter, it's all been all Taos, and they're going for 2 points. And Salazar scrambling, and he finds somebody. No dice.
No dice. He had him open, just a little underthrown.
2-point conversion is no good.
Hit the turf.
Which don't make much of a difference anyways. 27. You got to gamble a little bit. Put more points out. And I don't see the motivation on Española's side. They haven't given up, but I don't see the motivation yet. Usually they're pretty steady, clapping, cheering on their fellow teammates. I don't see it.
Yeah, the whole morale sets in after you don't score. It's a little rough. It's hard to be positive when not many positive things are happening.
All right, Taos set to kick off into the win. Back to receive the ball is number 4, Michael Maestas, and number 1, Benny Trujillo. Yeah, no, it's it. Taos is positive right now, but you don't even see their sideline jumping up and down. And I don't know what's wrong with this game, and even into the wind, he kicks off good.
You got to pick that ball up. Go get it.
And he picks it up.
Oh, well, there he goes. There he's off to the races. Number 4, he's up 50, 40, down to the 38-yard line. And that's the spark they needed. That's the spark they needed right
now
there.
Now they got to capitalize. Great run back, and now he's got to capitalize. The one that picked him up was the kicker, Nick Jones. Nick Jones wasn't be there. They were giving him a block.
I thought he was gone. I thought he was gone.
I
thought he was gone.
He was going to the house.
Doesn't have my Chris Berman call.
There you go. You got an empty formation for Española. So empty formation, that's going to be a pass. To who? Primero back to pass, and he's getting pressure, and it's complete to the outside. And they take him out of bounds right around the first down. That was Cofin.
That defender gave
to Cofin, set up for a first down. So that's first and 10 for Española, right around the 27-yard line.
That defender was not on him at all. He gave him a 10-yard cushion. He caught it at the sticks, and he took 2 steps forward out of bounds, first down.
Yeah, it's an empty set right now too, and they're looking. Once again, he's going to throw, and he gets pressure, and almost caught. Pass over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Could have let him just a little bit more.
Yeah. Cofin was asking for that interference, but it was clean. It was clean. He should have caught that ball. So that's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, ball on the 27-yard line.
I would like that that play back there in the 82, you know, Martinez is the backfield, you know, now that they have him deep, but he, you know, maybe he needs a break on defense. You know, that was the last drive. Probably needed to catch a breather, but that was a good setback that they came out with earlier. But here they go. Kind of a nice little tight formation package to the far left-hand side of the field here. Let's see what they do. The whole right side's open.
And it's a pitch to the outside and second down, but there's a flag on the outside or in the outside. That was a pitch out to Santiago Trujillo, but there's a flag on the play on the far side. Flag on the play.
False start, I believe. It's going to be against Española. Probably decline it.
Penalty decline.
Okay, casino have table games?
You?
Table games, okay. You do? Yeah.
They're electronic.
But they're electronic, I guess. No, I don't think they have craps or something like that.
They do, but it's
So they didn't explain the penalty, but it was against Española, and Taos declined it. So 2nd and 10, minute 57 left here. Trips to the right, trips left.
Yeah, it's up on top.
Spread offense, low snap. Primero's looking deep, and he gets it away. Another blitz by number 70.
That's an intentional grounding.
Yep, they're going to get it for intentional grounding. Taos is going to be going to
Flag on the play.
Simulators up there. No, hold on. You're
Intentional grounding.
Yeah, okay.
Española lost it down.
Yeah. Yes.
That'll bring up
When you walk in
4th
the front
down.
doors, if you walk to the back, there's a set of stairs. You walk up those stairs, that's the bar that has the simulator.
Yeah, he just can't give up like that too.
So did they decline the penalty? Did Taos decline the penalty? So is it, or do they move him back, or
They
do they
moved him
just
back. They moved him back, and the intentional grounding lost a down. So it would have been 3rd down, but with the intentional grounding, they lose a down, so it's 4th down.
I'll see them watch.
And they got the kicker, Ariel Quintana. That brings it 4th down and 20. Ariel Quintana set the kick. Roman Quintana for Taos in the receiving end. There you go, good snap. You know, good kick. You know, Taos had everybody in the backfield. It's a boomer. It's going to land within the 5-yard line, all the way down to the 3-yard line.
That was a beautiful kick.
Beautiful kick right there, all the way down to the 3-yard line. So Taos will take over 1st and 10 on the 3-yard line. Beautiful kick, that's what they need. Primero over here on the sideline doesn't look too enthused. So I don't know. Coach has a big decision. Going to put in the freshman or is going to stay with Primero? They're talking it over. And it doesn't look good. So let's see. We got time. We got a whole quarter left. A minute and 41 seconds left in this quarter. 27-0. All right, Taos on offense. They lone setback, and he throws a quick to the outside. Quick pass to the outside, incomplete. That's going to be 2nd and 10, ball on the 3-yard line. So yeah, quick to the outside. Didn't go anywhere. Wouldn't have done nothing because the quarterback was right on him.
You know, I hate to say it. You know, it's not all on the quarterback. He had no time, but he gets all the blame. You know what I mean? It's just like the pitcher, right? The pitcher in a baseball game. He can't field for everybody else, but he gets the blame because he gave up the hits.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know,
and Taos set up.
Oh, smothering defense once again.
Defense came alive on that one. They need to do this right now. Keep him locked up where they're at.
Number 82, Martinez.
That's going to be 3rd down. No, they need to hold him right here, kick the ball, get good field position, and then try to come back with some kind of answer, you know. They've done it. They can do it again.
They can do it again.
The running play with Martinez and
And, you know, you could tell, I know Taos, they don't look like they're in a hurry like how they were earlier to run the clock out, you know, to get out there and run the next play, because like how they were earlier in the game, they're maybe letting the clock run out a little bit, you know, give them a breather. Maybe they'll get another big play, a broken tackle or something here, and get out of the back of their own end zone, excuse me.
Yeah, and, you know, whistle, timeout, Taos. Yeah, they were going a little bit too slow. We have a timeout, Taos. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Score on the board, Taos Tigers 27, Española Valley 0. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. There you go. Still got the motivation here, you know, and that's the fans. When they're quiet, that's a big, big demotivator. And you got Primero over here with the head coach. I don't know what's going on, you know. Is he not feeling up to it? Is coach trying to motivate him to get him back in there? And number 15, Isaiah Gallegos, just right there, kind of like, put me in, coach. You know that song.
You know, he's ready with his helmet on. He's, you know, he's trying to stay loose. You know, he's trying to be patient, but, you know, he's a competitor. You could tell he probably wants to get in, and, you know, as a senior, he don't want to relinquish.
There you go.
The
His
reins.
duties. Oh, no way. It's hard. Okay, here we come back. Taos, all set up. Running play straight over the middle, gains a couple of yards, but nowhere to go. That defense is really stout. And, you know, and if they played like this most of the game, they'd be fine. Taos with the running game right over the middle, nowhere to go. That'll bring it up to 4th down and 10.
Well, you know, the defense has been holding their end of the bargain.
They have.
They really have. You know, I know they got put in some sticky situations, you know, last week and again this week with the turnovers, in which, you know, they're tired. You know, they've been on the field a lot.
Right. And these are your two-way players. All right, back to receive the ball.
It's an all-out blitz. Block this. And that's the end of the third quarter. They let the time run out.
And that's the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Score on the board. Taos Tigers 27, Española Valley 0. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. Let's see those number 4s up in the air. You know, I haven't seen it in quite a while, you know, but when I was coaching and when I was playing, fourth quarter, all players had their hand in the air. Fourth, this is your last chance to make something, do something. So, let's see. I don't see.
So they're going to be kicking with the wind, so they should be able to get a big kick out. If they could get it out, he was lined up pretty much right at the back of the end zone there, and it has to be a perfect snap. That long snap has to be perfect. You know, I played center a bit my senior year, and I could not get that long snap off, so I'd move to the guard position when we'd punt, because I was either too amped up to throw it over the punter, or, you know, low snap it. That's an art. It's a technique, you know.
That's funny you mentioned long snapper is a really hard position, and if you can get it down. I had a receiver turn long snapper on punts, and he got a scholarship to Adams State. That was a long snapper because he was that good.
Well, you want to
practice before practice and practice after practice, and he was good.
Let's see.
A good snap.
Good snap. Almost blocked, but they're going to have a good chance for a return.
There it is.
There he goes. Past the 40. He's running sideways, and a 7-yard return.
All right, then kick to the 50-yard line. Taking all the way back to the 30-yard line, Michael Maestas. Española will take it 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Or the 30 what? 33?
Oh, the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 on 32 for Española Valley. 11 minutes, 48 seconds left in this game. And this is it. You know, they got great field position right now. I know you don't want 3 points if you can get 6, but anything will count. You don't want that goose egg. You do not want that goose egg.
No. No, you don't.
And Española can't do that. They can't score.
Got to play for pride, you know.
And there it is, Kofin. And he's still on his feet. Don't celebrate this time. Just get up. There you go. Good job. Good
9
job.
yard. It's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they're going to mark it a first down. So there we go.
Caught by Kofin. 1st and 10.
All right, Coach, I hate to be this guy. They have not got in the red zone yet. This is the furthest they made it before, and then the penalties just backed them all the way up, all the way back to their own 45. So let's please get past the 20.
Right.
Run it. You know, they haven't even been in the red zone all day. Come on, let's have some positivity here.
You would think you'd be putting in Martinez and try and get, you know, some rushing, some yardage.
He has him open. Oh my!
And he's
Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up!
at least, you know, he's in the process of throwing, which they could call it incomplete. And I think that's the way it should be. But
I think it might be a fumble. The way the refs, the umps are gathering, it looks like they're going to call it a fumble.
yeah, I saw his arm in progression, but it's up to the men on the field. Incomplete pass. Yeah.
Incomplete pass.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the incomplete pass.
He had two wide receivers open on the far right-hand side of the field. He just didn't have time to see him.
He didn't have
He
time.
looked at the last minute, and by that time, 70 was putting him on his back. Good credit to Taos for dialing up that pressure once again, but you gotta be able to give him a little bit of time, especially this deep in the field.
2nd and 10 on the 22 for Española. And coach is sticking with Primero. He wants him to finish off this game, and which is, he should. You know, he should. But that offensive line needs to give him a little bit more time because the receivers are open.
Yeah, if they're not giving Primero any time, they're not going to give any time for Isaiah Gallegos as well. If, you know,
No.
low snap, it's a fumble,
Pick it up. He
gets it
throws
off, and he throws it away.
That's it. Low snap, pass incomplete. So it's going to bring it down to 3rd down and 10 for Española.
That was a smart play by Primero. Just
It
get
was.
rid of it because the
Exactly.
plane was already blown up after the low snap. So,
Exactly.
you know, I know some of the fans don't like to hear that or see that, but, you know, you got to live to play another down. You know, it's 3rd and 10 with 10:53 to go in the game. You never know what could happen here. A touchdown here, you know, onside kick, you know, 3 timeouts, you know.
Now we got some whistles. Oh, who's going out? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, Kofin's got his uniform. He's got to readjust his uniform.
he didn't have his number 7 was tucked under a little
was
too
tucked-
much underneath the chest pads here, so he has to
Yeah,
readjust
exactly.
it. So
Officials kicked him to the curb, straighten out your uniform, and then come back. But you got to sit out one play. It's just like you lose your helmet or anything like that too. Once an official says, empty set, got too excited on the far side. Penalty on the play, illegal motion on the far side. So that's going to bring Española back. It's going to be 3rd down and 15. Yeah, you're getting too excited, man. You're within the danger zone. You're right there to where you can score, and little penalties like that too, because you're over anxious. You got to watch the ball.
they haven't passed the 22.
That's Pee Wee League 101. You watch the football. Once the football moves, then you move. You know, but
Well, you know, discipline. You
discipline.
know, if number 7 would have kept his jersey on correctly, he wouldn't have been called timeout. They didn't have to substitute.
I know.
You know, it's just little things like that.
And I don't know if he's rebelling or not, but right now he's got his shirt all the way down, not tucked in.
Now the opposite.
Now the opposite.
There's no discipline.
You got to stick to the rules. They're there
Let
for a
it
reason.
fly, and once again, no time for Primero. Throw it into double coverage.
And the pass is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. 4th and 15. Yeah, no time to pass. His receivers are open. It's just not giving him time.
You know, we saw some of this body language and, you know, giving up on running plays last week, and, you know, this team lacks discipline.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, you know, I know you said there's a new coaching staff, and, you know, but you got to have respect for your teammates. your coaches and, your hometown have some pride, You got to finish off strong. Nobody wants to be shut out against their rival.
No way. And they're in an empty set, so they're going to pass. Who are they going to pass it to?
And here comes 70, watch. Here comes 70.
They're bringing it the house. He's in
And
there.
no
boom.
time, but he's wide open, underthrown.
That's going to be an interception, but that's better than a kick. And it puts him down in deep into the far side. Primero was hit hard by number 70 or number
50.
50. Pass intercepted. Taos will take over in the 10-yard line, 12-yard line. Primero is down. After that hit, number 50, Reggie Swazzle. That's it.
He had no time to get that ball off, and
That's it.
that's a coverage. That's a defensive turnover. Nobody could have done anything there. Like, that's just.
Put 15 in. You can hear the fans over here getting really frustrated.
Oh, Reggie Swazzle's a wrestler too.
Well, 15, they're going to get what they want. He seems to be warming up here on the sidelines, but it's gonna be all for naught because, he's a lot smaller than Primero, and he better have a chance to run because Taos is not giving him any time.
Española's defense has got to hold right here. Keep him within the 20-yard line, and then they kick. That'll be a plus for Española defense right there. If they hold him back, okay, running play over the middle, nowhere to go. And exactly, that's what Española needs to do right there. And Taos going to run it. Why? To run down the clock.
Yeah, there's 10 minutes, 18 seconds left here, up 27-0. The game's in hand.
That's a run over the middle, gain of 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Yeah.
Española hasn't, like they said, they've knocked on the red zone, but they have not been able to pass the 20. So, what is Taos going to do? Let's just milk the clock. Let's just milk it down, and let's go home with the victory.
Right. Get on the happy bus.
Let's go celebrate at Ricky's or Casa de Valdez. What's it been Taos open these days?
Because it'll roll out. He's looking. He's still on his feet.
He's rolling back to his left.
And he's got room. He's on the outside. He sees the first down, and then he goes out of bounds. A smart quarterback right there. Quarterback keeper, roll out to the outside. He's short of the first down, so that's going to be 3rd down and 1. I guess he didn't see or he thought he saw the marker, but he went out.
I think what he did is he ran up short because it was a smart heads-up play. He didn't go run out of bounds.
Yeah.
So that's why the clock's still running. So he did not run out of bounds. He pulled up, and then they pushed him out. So then the clock stays running. So he didn't run out on his own. So that was a very smart heads-up play by Evan Salazar. That's senior leadership right there. That's knowing the game. Handoff up the middle to number 6.
First down, and then boom.
And some.
Gets met. Handoff over the middle gets Taos a first down. That's Eli Lucero, number 6.
If Española doesn't watch out here on defense, Taos has the opportunity to take this clock all the way down.
They do. Running little plays like that, too. Like I said, running play, if you can get them 3 yards at a time, that's 3 plays, 9 yards. And, it looks like Taos will more than likely run it more than anything else. They got the split backs. They got twins left. Isolated receiver on the outside.
Oh,
bad snap.
snap.
But he still was able to get it, throw it out.
Just threw it away.
Shoot. Live to play another play. Bad snap on the play. Thrown out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll bring it to 2nd and 10. 8 minutes, 33 seconds. All right, maybe since the wind died down, you folks at home are getting some good pictures now. 8 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. 27-0. Taos in control with the ball.
They love that spread formation in this high school these days.
They do.
They don't line up under center anymore. We got trips both sides, the fake handoff. He's wide open. 10's wide open, and he overthrew him. But he
overthrows number 10. That's going to bring it down to 3rd down and 10. Yeah, right now they're just not really playing hard. but they're trying to take off as much time as they can and trying to experiment with other things. Comfortable lead like that too, you have nothing to worry about, and you can do what you want.
Well, you know, Taos, they got that 50, you know, the end of the game on them, right? You know, Bloomfield blew them out. You know, they put up like 61-13 or something like that.
Right.
Running clock. This is a good thing to, you know, save your season. This is a type of game to save your season to, hey, look, we can do this. District play, let's do this.
Yeah, and their record doesn't show the actual team that they really are. All right, lone setback, Salazar. You have plenty of time. All the time in the world.
Tip drill, and it's tipped and intercepted in midfield, number 7.
Española. He's still on his feet. He's going, and finally taken out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
He just couldn't get his hand out of the cookie jar. They went through that pass too many times, and he had plenty of time, but why? The game's in hand. Just run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
You know,
but like you said, they were just playing, relaxing, and you know the linebacker made a nice tip play, and Cody Kafine, right, with the nice pick, and you know he has some speed on him. He does.
He's a fast cat.
He's hobbling a little bit here, but you know let's see what he could do. Is Primero back in at quarterback?
He is. Well, coach ain't gonna go nowhere else. And he's back to pass. He's got him way on the outside. Yeah, and it's picked. Another interception. Pass to the outside, intercepted by Taos.
Okay, he had
1st and 10 on the 6-7 yard line.
6th turnover of the game.
No reason to be throwing deep yard passes like that to 5 yards, 6 yards, even 3 yards.
Run a rollout screen, do a bubble screen, do a quarterback rollout just to give him some time to run the ball, just to give him a little bit of time. You know, we have some viewers at home mention, you know, like, hey, why aren't they running a screen? You know, let the defense suck them in because they're crashing hard. And just, you know, they ran it earlier. We didn't see that against Bernal either, and here they are once again.
There you go, handoff over the middle, and running back still on his feet all the way to the 10-yard line. Running play over the middle all the way to the 10-yard line, so that's going to be 2nd down and 7. Pickup of 3. But Taos is playing it just right now. Right, no need to pass, no need to do anything like that. 3 yards at a time, like I said. 4, and you got an automatic 1st down thereafter.
6 turnovers from Española offense tonight. Right up the middle. There goes. And there he goes up to the races, and he's taken down by Kofin at the 45-yard line.
And that's Sam Vigil. Handoff to number 35, Samuel Vigil. First and 10 all the way up to the 43-yard line. And they're just going to keep handing off. That's Eli Lucero all the way to midfield. Hand off to Eli Lucero right towards midfield, right at the 50-yard line. That's going to be 2nd and 5 or 3. 49. All the way up to the 49-yard line. This running game is just opening up Española's defense.
You gotta love the way Taos is. They're running to that line, and they're like, "Let's go, let's keep playing." They're running to the line. There's no heads down, wide open to 35 once again for another 1st down at Española's 36-yard line.
1st and 10 for Taos. Reception to Sam Vigil all the way up to the 37-yard line. Concession stand. $1 offers on whatever is down there.
Matty Coris. Matty Coris. Madison Coris. Matty Coris, go to the concession stand.
Oh, Madison Coris, please go down to the concession stand. Madison Coris. And there you go. Now they're running play. They're just running at will right now. Española are they giving up? I don't think they're giving up. They're just kind of.
They just have the perfect lineup right now. Like they have everything drawn up that they want to do. Those big boys up front, you know, they're doing whatever they want to that defensive line.
9-yard gain. That'll be 2nd down and 1 for Taos on the 34. 34-yard line, 33-yard line.
Right now, I've got an update here. Fort Sumner all over Cuesta, 48-0 at the half.
Oh, that's running clock, everything. No, Taos ain't going to give up on the running game right now. They're just going to keep going. There's split running backs in the backfield. And all it is. And
There goes Carlinos on that left side. You know, is it too early to give a player the game?
First and 10. A little bit of confusion going on. First and 10. You see what happened?
They got a little chippy there
I
towards
think
the
so.
end,
There's a lot
but
of pushing and shoving like that. You know, frustration setting in. And, 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Taos is in control, and, there's some frustration going on. But Taos with that split running back in the backfield, they're taking their time. They're watching that back judge. And when his hand goes up, you got 10 seconds. A gain of maybe 1 yard. Gain of 1 yard. That'll be second down and 10 for Taos.
like I said, I'm number 67 and 70. Those guys have dominated today on the offensive line there for Taos.
So they're not in the hurry up offense.
Madison Coris, go to the concession stand. Madison Coris.
Second and 9 for the Tigers on the 27-yard line. And it's not actually the victory formation, but they are in a running set. No.
Rolled out.
Salazar rolls out to the far side and overthrows Quintana. Pass to the outside, overthrow Quintana. It's going to bring third down and 9. Third down and 10. Yeah, they're rolling out. They're doing more or less whatever else they want to. They're in control. And if they stop the clock with an incomplete pass, 4 minutes and 34 seconds left, 27-0. I know.
The game's in hand right now, Holding on Taos.
Holding against Taos, that's going to bring him back.
Fortunately, you can only count one of those penalties. You can't take them both to stack them, like Uno.
Yeah. Yeah. So 15 yards, that's still going to throw him back. So first and 25. They're deep in Sun Devil territory, so, it wasn't too obvious. That's going to be third and 20. Ball on the 38-yard line. Yeah, there you go. Single back, trips left. Bad snap, off to the side. He's looking.
11's wide open.
And
First down.
it's a catch. First down all the way down
At
to the
the
10-yard
10-yard line. He was. If he'd have thrown him in stride, that would have been
flag in the
6.
back. That's people talking trash, probably.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Pass reception all the way up to the 10-yard line. That looks like it could be a first and 10, but there is a flag in the backfield. Looks like it might be against Taos. You got the game going for you. Why talk trash, Personal foul. Personal foul against Taos. That's going to bring them back. So the pass was not.
So is there still first down?
I think they got to go from first down and mark it off.
To mark it off
It
from
looked like it was after
the
the game.
10, right?
Yeah, it looks like it was after the play.
I really wish some of these high school homes, we got spoiled in college and NFL football with the mics and them telling us what the penalty is, and over here we're just trying to guess to be like, Well, where should the ball be? Or maybe they're trying to figure it out too. Who knows?
With the reception, that would give them the first and 10, but with the penalty, they're going to mark it backwards. Yeah, no doubt. And they did. There was a game here where the referees actually had the voice. Which one was that, Salinas? I think the first game against Los Alamos or something like that, the refs did actually have control, and they would tell what the penalty was and everything else, which is awesome. I think they should do that more often.
Maybe the NMA should flip them a couple of bucks.
Well, we got Mr. Salinas over here as official. He maybe should bring that up at the next meeting or something.
Is that what they got? David it down to the 3-yard line?
Yeah. Yeah.
First and 20.
At the 13. That'll give Taos first and 23, ball on the 36-yard line. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left in this game, and Taos is just going to, they should run.
Run.
Yeah, I think Española has maybe one timeout left. Running play over the middle, getting a couple yards. That's going to bring it to second down and about 20 plus.
I don't know. They're going to have the rules tomorrow. I think they...
4 minutes, 3 minutes, 59. Take your time. You got 40 seconds to complete that huddle. Take it down. When you see the back judge with his hand up, you got 10 seconds. And then once he starts moving, you got 5. As a coach, I always made sure I paid attention to that.
And that's a nice, I did not know that. And I'm glad you're able to explain that to me.
Yeah.
Because if not, I would have never known
Watch,
that.
his hand is up 10 seconds. And then he starts moving his hands at 5 seconds. So they're taking their time and they're using it well. Another handoff.
Roll out, pass. Incomplete. Oh, the ball just went down over the fence.
Incomplete pass.
Oh, the fan caught it
Third
there.
down, 20 plus for the Tigers.
I thought the ball was going to roll down over the
Doing a
hole.
great job. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. We still got some enthusiasm from the fans over here. They're not happy and satisfied with the coach and his coaching style, but I see Primero with his pads off, so it looks like he may or may not. He's right there with the athletic trainer, Selena Bustos. So maybe she's just kind of seeing what's up with him. Maybe if he goes back, maybe not. But there's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Taos lining up with that split back formation. Handoff. Handoff goes over, and he's around the corner. He's got a squeals, and he's all the way back to the 10-yard line. When you think nothing's coming up, then it comes around. All right, pick up about 10, 15 yards, but it's still going to be fourth down.
It'll be our first field goal attempt of the day.
Fourth and about 7. This looks like it might be a field goal attempt. And he's got the leg for it. He's definitely got the leg for it. So bring that up to 30 points. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. Field goal attempt. Española can give a good rush. They've done it before. Ball is up.
It's good.
And it's good. That brings the score to 30. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Taos Tigers 30, Española Valley Sundevils.
So both games, both teams play next week. Taos plays Grants. Is that a away game or a home game for Grants? Or for Taos, I'm sorry. And then we have Española plays Kirtland Central.
I ain't going to Kirtland Central, so I'm going to stick around and probably, if it's in Taos, I'll go to Taos. I won't go to Grants either. So, yeah.
Both games are at 6 p.m. I just didn't really take note if it was home or away. So, I apologize for my ignorance.
No problem. It's a home game for Taos, so yeah, we could possibly be up in Taos. I'll go. Taos set to kick off. In the backfield, you got number 1, Trujillo, and number 4, Maestas.
30-0, 2:30 to play in the kickoff. It's going to be fielded. It's a little short.
And he's
And
on
he
his
got a
horse.
nice block, and he got 2 blocks, and he's off to the races. Let's see if he can out.
And the kicker
kicker
again.
caught him again at the
Again.
50-yard line.
Benny here with the ball. Kicker at midfield.
That's a highlight from last week. Special.
Española will take over on the kick. 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
Last week we had some miscommunication in special teams. They were dropping the ball. They weren't fielding the punts or the kickoffs last week.
I know.
And they've had 3 big kickoffs. They just didn't capitalize on them. But that's an improvement from last week. Good job, Española.
Yeah, next week, the 10th, Grant's in Taos.
Yeah.
So if they want us to be there, I'll be. Daniel Cordova usually does his stuff, but I'm sure he'll. I don't know. I'll ask him first. They're right there in Tiger territory right now, so this is awesome. 2 minutes 20 seconds. They can get a score out of this. A bad
Snap.
With the bad snap, ball goes back all the way to the 40-yard line. So instead of 1st and 10, that's going to be 2nd and 20.
That doesn't help in Isaiah Gallegos out at all.
It does
Coming
not.
off the bench to give him a little spark, and they don't even help him out to even let the play develop. And Kirtland plays home? Yeah. Kirtland plays home. So Española plays at home next week. It's another home game against Kirtland Central. Another low snap,
There's
and
something wrong with the center quarterback miscommunication, because those are bad snaps, and that should not happen. It doesn't matter if you do have a new quarterback or anything, it should not happen. With another bad snap, ball goes further back 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 25.
negative
15.
plays. Negative plays.
Minute 15, they're not giving this young quarterback anything at all, so. Well, we got confirmation. Kirtland Central is going to be here next week, so I'll be here doing the Española game, and Española should have a win next week. Kirtland Central and Aztec on the bottom of the barrel, so they should make up for it. This is the game with
Wow.
another bad snap.
Wow.
Quarterback all the way back down to the 20-yard line. It's going to bring in the punt team. 30 seconds, and it's still rolling. There's no stop on the clock. The fans.
Got a
30
text
seconds,
message
the
from
fans are already going.
got a text message from some of the Taos fans that are listening in. They said it's Taos' homecoming next week, so be sure to go support Taos' homecoming next week for our viewers up in Taos and Cuesta and here in Española. And
And
they're not 8 seconds left in the game, and the clock's just going to run out, and that's going to take us to 30-0.
And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the game with the score on the board. Taos 30, Española 0. Next week, Española hosts Kirtland Central, so be here for another fine game next week. Kirtland Central. The game will start at 7 o'clock, not at 6 like this week. Just give a little attention to some of our supporters. Giving home health care, supporting the nuclear energy workers every step of the way. Their booth might still be there at the far end of the corner of the Beechers. This week, Española Valley Youth Basketball Camp. All right, October 12th and 19th, ages 6 to 14. Contact Española Valley High School girls and basketball coach Ray Romero. Thank you to the sponsors, Donna Casado State Farm, Mooring USA, Colonial Insurance, 4J Graphics, Hydro Bar, Rocky's Barbershop, Retro Booming, Ortiz Gallery, Window and Tinting, Taking Over Car Club, City Shoe, Boot Repair, Timberline Barbershop, Home Run Pizza, Level Up Builders, and Giving Home Health Care once again. All right. Later, brother. Good luck tomorrow. All right, last but not least, on behalf of Española Public School Board of Education, Superintendent Machado, and the administration here, Macaron, and the administration here at Española Valley High School, we'd like to thank all of you for attending tonight's game and for supporting all our hardworking student athletes and coaches. Follow us this school year on Twitter at EVHS Sports to stay up to date on all Southern-related news. We would like to wish our guests, the Taos Tigers, good luck on the remainder of your season. May you all travel safely on your way home tonight. Thank you very much. If Taos can beat Grants, that's going to put him way up there.
We're off the air, right?
Grants is number